But let us do it. Here we go, folks. Welcome to the very first campaign, episode 1. I am super excited to have all of you here. How are you guys doing tonight?
Woo! Woo!
Where's the enthusiasm? All right, guys.
I didn't know you were going to address us.
Well, welcome to the very first campaign. I am your host, Fred Packard. I'll be your dungeon master. I'm very excited for this campaign, guys. Welcome to this crazy world that I built. We're going to go around the room, if you will. We'll start with, from my immediate right, we'll start with Josh. Why don't you introduce yourself, introduce your character, who you're going to be playing, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. I am a Loki Lonnie. I am a blood hunter. I'm human. I look similar to what a Viking would look like. Same kind of attire and way he has his hair. He is only about 20 years old, so he still has a lot to learn, but he has had a lot of terrible experiences in his life. So that's me.
Very cool. What was your inspiration for your character?
Well, actually, it was after I read more about the setting. Going with a blood hunter just felt like it was something new that hasn't really been done too much, especially since it was Matt Mercer's creation and it's from Critical Role. But it was recently put into D&D Beyond, so I read it and I was like, wow, this is an amazing class, and we could make a really great character.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where you go with this character. Now, moving on to right of Josh, I have my main man over here, Terry Mayo. How you doing, Terry? What's going on, brother?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing very good. After you've made me somewhat YouTube famous after going on Behind the Booth. I'm very.
Tens of people.
Tens of people. But I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. But welcome to our campaign here. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
All right. Well, Frederick. My name is Lox, Lox. Don't get it twisted. I am a Grong from the island of Orn. I stand a mighty 2 feet 4 inches. Gray skin, red dots, piercing red eyes. I carry a bow, and that's usually all I need. And I'm shrouded in mystery.
Very much so, in fact. Very much so. I love, a nice little in-depth behind the scenes. I get to see everybody's character sheets, and I will say that Lox is a very intriguing character. I'm looking forward to seeing how you roleplay him. Is there something reason you decided to go with a grung? Is there a reason you decided to? I know it's a very unusual creature.
Yeah, no, it's I've been playing D&D since the 90s, and this is the first chance I've had to play something like this, to be able to play a monster like this is or what would usually be considered a monster. So it's fun, and then getting to play a tiny little badass is, why would you not?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And then next we have our fair maiden of the group. We have Carla. Carla, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Yes. Hi, I'm Carla, and I'm playing Danan. She's a wild magic sorcerer. She's an Eladrin, and she obviously comes from the Feywild. And I look, what do you consider as a winter look right now? White hair, extremely cold, and that's it.
We actually did a little bit of a twist with that character, though, right, Carla?
That was a surprise.
There is a surprise with the character, and I would say it's kind of a homebrew character in regards to we combined a couple elements from different characters. So
there's multiple. It's like basically a couple subclasses. We utilize the Fey backgrounds, mixing that with a wild magic and mixing that with like a divine soul. So it's almost kind of like its own, Feywild soul type subclass.
and some elements of druid as well. So it's really built into the character
So
as
I'm
well.
excited to see it.
That's why it's so
I'm excited to see how you
interesting.
role play it.
Let's see if it
and what
works.
was your inspiration for creating this character?
I think that it was after reading your set, I was really intrigued, and I was like, okay, this seems really alien in a way, but how can I make it more distant, more foreign?
Nice.
And I think that that's where it came from. Besides, I have a couple of characters just in the in the burner.
Well, I'm excited
And
to see it.
but I think that she fits. Yeah, and I think that you agree with that too.
From
we'll
what
see.
we've discussed so far, I highly agree, and I'm excited to see where you take her. And then now let's move down, right below Carla on our round table here, if you will. I'm going to go with my man Rick. Rick, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? My name is Rick, and on this campaign, I will be playing a dwarf named Brawlithal Strongheart.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Oh man, this character's voice is going to evolve in a lot of different ways.
Every 5 seconds.
Every other
I think
line.
it's going to take a couple episodes for everybody to kind of get into their character fully. What was your inspiration for creating your character?
Well, I did want to describe him. Brawlithal is on the tall side for a dwarf. He's around 5 feet tall. He is a paladin. Decided to do a paladin because our party expressed that there was a need for a healer and some muscle. So Barney recommended rolling a paladin, and never really never played a paladin much in games.
Fair enough. I think it's gonna go nicely with everything that we have in this campaign. I think it'll fit in very nicely. Now, in regards to the man in the bottom right corner, you're the furthest one away from me. I could almost touch you. Oh, wait, we got Mr. Barney, Mr. Barnacle. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing mighty fine, thank you.
Welcome to the campaign. Introduce yourself. Introduce your character.
Yeah, so my name's Barney, and I'm going to be playing Ukalo, and I've been working on the voice, but I'm not entirely certain yet. I'm thinking something like, let me hear this. My name is Ukalo, and I'm from the city. No, not that city.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Good luck keeping that up.
I'm the roughest, toughest, calloused.
I'm from Sydney.
Oh, boy.
I dig it.
I've been captured, but I don't know where I am.
I'm gonna have to up my game.
Yeah, it's gonna take some work
for my NPCs. So, what was your inspiration for your character?
Oh, for this guy. So I'm a ranger. I've only played Unearthed Arcana Ranger once before, but I didn't get past level 3. And I really wanted to just kind of explore the class a little bit more, maybe see about multi-classing up the ladder. We'll see how he develops. He's got a lot of character flaws, a little bit about him. He was cursed, and so he's trying to figure how that will work out. But we're going to leave that to the story.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. So let's get started, guys. So I just want to kind of give a little precursor in regards to, what the rules are of this campaign as we move forward here. So when people are talking, I know we're doing this online. Normally we all play together, so we've been playing multiple campaigns together throughout the time period here. I want to give everybody an opportunity to talk when it's their turn to talk. And then I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get into their character. So just try not to, because we're playing online, so try not to over talk or talk over somebody. If somebody's got their spotlight, be mindful of that. Other than that, the number one rule is just to have fun. So I just want to make sure everybody's having fun. And after all, this is just a game. We're trying to play together. The best thing about Dungeons and Dragons, in my opinion, is the storytelling aspect of it. And a couple of us here are authors, and being able to tell a story with your friends, I think, is something special. We're doing this for us. Okay. In regards to telling the story together, so I just want to make sure we all have a good time together. We will be drinking. I'm sure some of us will be. So things could get sloppy at times.
Oh yeah.
And I'm very much looking forward to the start. So cheers if you have a drink. Salute. I got my Death Star large ice cube in here. So salute everybody. Let's get started.
Salud.
Cheers. Roll for fun.
All right.
19.
So just to kind of give everybody a little update, we're going to be utilizing Roll20. That's what we're going to be playing on. That could change throughout the process of this campaign. I'm always down for newer, better technology, but right now Roll20 is going to be where we're at, our home. The title of this campaign right now has not been set. However, I will give you guys the setting. So the 5 clans on the island of Ether have been at war with one another for centuries, until now. A foreign invader has taken control of the majority of the island. For the last 5 years, the foreigners forced all the inhabitants of the island to bend the knee, swear fealty to their king, and convert to the belief there's only one true God. Pockets of resistance have emerged and have been put down. Many resort to practicing their beliefs in secrecy, while others have converted. More foreigners are arriving every day, taking what they want with no thought of the island's indigenous people, who they look down upon. Okay, so each of you have created a character that has existed either in this realm or in a different realm, but find yourself at the beginning of our story. So with that being said, are we ready to begin?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you talking to
y'all.
us?
I'm talking to y'all.
Yeah.
Roll for ready.
Just wanted to make sure
You're
because when we
talking to
first
me.
started, I wasn't
All right,
sure.
let me just
Okay.
clear my throat really quick because this is going to be long.
Perception check for am I
Let
ready?
me roll for speech. Ooh, 10 plus, I get a 5. So, yeah, we got 15. Here we go. All right, so... Dark... Yeah,
Plus 5.
joking.
Wow.
Here we go.
Got a natural 20.
No.
Darkness. It surrounds you. Bound, gagged, blindfolded, and in the back of a wagon, you feel the earth beneath you move, and it hasn't stopped from that fateful day. It's been some time since your capture, and the days begin to elude you. Nothing has been the same since the invasion. Freedom you once knew has been stripped. Beliefs you cling to kept secret, and the place you've called home has been forever changed. You've heard whispers of families being torn apart, people disappearing across the land. Now you are one of them. All because of their beliefs, your beliefs. They said this cleansing was to save our souls, to show us the light that only comes from their one true God. But all of you have known is darkness. It's been 5 long years tribe after tribe has fallen. The foreigners live amongst you since the fall, taking what they wish and shaming you for what you are, forcing many to believe what they believe and to give up the old ways. They converted many. Now the time has come, it seems, to root out those that have refused to change, or just because. The great cleansing, as they say, has truly begun. Right now, you guys find yourself completely in pitch black darkness. You are in the back of a wagon, and the ground beneath you is moving. Each of you, in fact, are in this wagon. You don't know who sits beside you, why they sit beside you. All you know is the life you once knew is no longer. You are taken prisoner, and you're being transported to you have no idea where. Some of you have been in this wagon longer than others, and it's been quite some time since you've been able to use your feet. Many of you are hungry, starving at this point, and very, very weak. Suddenly, after much turmoil and much restlessness, the wagon stops. You hear a voice. It's in a language you don't quite understand. And all of a sudden, one by one, you are each pulled out of the wagon. You feel a very strong, almost hand-like feeling pulling you out of the wagon. It's still dark. You are brought, seems like quite a ways, dragged practically because of how tired and how weak you are. You hear talking between different creatures, again in language that you don't quite understand. Suddenly you hear a big slam open. Some keys are being rustled. A door, sounds metal, opens, and then you are thrown onto the ground one by one, each and every one of you. And this is where we are going to begin our campaign. Welcome to the very first map, my friends.
Oh, hello.
And as soon as it updates. All right. So you are all still in darkness, but you are freed. Your hands are freed, but you still have a bag over your head. But you are all in an area, and we'll start with you, Loki. What would you like to do at this moment?
Let's see. First of all, is everyone else like watching the stream right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going fine.
It's behind. I mean, just a couple.
Yeah,
Okay.
should be behind
Just wanted to
about
make
20
sure.
seconds, a 20-second delay.
It could be my internet that's causing a little bit of problems, so it's just like it stalled on me. But okay, so right now we see there are a bunch of soldiers, and we are.
You
in
don't see
prison.
anything right now. Right now, you see darkness.
Oh,
You're
we're still blindfolded.
But your hands are freed.
Do I smell
Okay.
anything?
My hands are free, so then I can just take the blindfold off. I'd like to take the blindfold off.
All right, so you take your blindfold off, and what you see in front of you is basically you are in a prison cell. It is very musky. It smells, and it's very, very dirty. But yeah, you are in a prison cell with no windows.
Oh,
Feels like home.
You notice a bird-like creature walk up to you.
Oh.
On the other side of your gate.
do I recognize the creature as a creature?
You
I know?
recognize the creature, but you don't necessarily recognize the language that it's speaking.
Okay. But I would recognize these are soldiers that are from the military that's actually been invading.
Yeah.
I do recognize that.
Yeah.
though.
So what you
Okay.
see is Arakakra in front of you. So
Okay, I'm gonna spit in his face.
okay. So as you spit in his face, I'm gonna have you. He's going to take his lance.
Did I hit?
I'll say you hit. You're pretty close.
Just wanna
I'll
make
say
sure
some
I
of it
hit
gets
first.
on the front of the gate, and you spit, and it goes through the other side of the gate, and landing on the Arakakra's beak. And then I couldn't have picked a harder character's name to pronounce. And it kind of goes down his beak. He takes his javelin, the other side of it, the dull side, slams it through the hole, hitting you in the stomach. And 14 to hit, Josh? That's not
No.
it. So it kind of swipes by you.
So-
Sorry, what'd you say?
Maybe I grab it.
No. He pulls it out really quickly.
Fuck with. No.
The rest of you, do you take your blindfolds off, seeing as your hands are free? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
And then what would you guys like to do? I kind of hand the room over to you.
You fuckers can go to hell.
Can I call for one of the Irakokra?
Yeah, you can call for one.
Hey, bird.
The closest one comes close to you.
I need water. I cannot survive without water. I say it in every language I know, which is common and grunt.
So the Aircracken does recognize common. He says back to you in common, no. And then he just kind of walks away.
Not open for discussion then, yeah?
You just hear silence.
Do I notice any like keys or anything on? Are any of these birds holding anything besides spears?
From your vantage point,
what's on their
you're
persons?
down here, Barney. So you can kind of see this side of the room right now. These two are kind of tucked away. So you see one or two in front of you. Sorry, 1 second. My dog. So you see one or two in front of you, and then roll for perception.
Ahoy. 16
Okay, so you do see.
plus.
You see that
2.
he's holding a lance. Okay, and then a javelin. You also notice he has super long talons for hands. It's about, let's say height-wise, probably right around 6 foot. And it has very large wings. You don't notice any keys on this particular bird.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick the cage. I guess it's the door or wherever I'm in front. I kick it out of anger and just kind of sit down at whatever bench there is close by.
Okay. So as you kick it,
shot, human.
he's still standing in front of you. He takes the back of his javelin and he's going to push at you again or try to hit you. Natural 20, but he's using the doll
hits.
side, and that's going to deal
Great.
2 points of damage.
I'll take it, the fuckers.
Hey, human, why don't you calm down a bit, eh?
Why don't you get over here and I'll piss on you if you need some water.
That actually might help.
I like you then.
Out.
You get me.
So why are we in here? The birds aren't talking.
I mean, I know why I'm here. You don't know how you're here?
No.
I did nothing.
All of a sudden, you see a bird come around, kind of goes into the middle. You know why you're here. He's saying it common.
Well, why don't you enlighten me?
Yes, please, all of us.
You did not convert, you wretched grung. Or you mountain dwarf.
Aye.
So for that, you shall be hung. He just kind of walks away.
Did I notice anything on that guy?
With your perception, you did notice keys.
Hell yeah.
I
Time
will.
to formulate strategery.
I will go to the door and ask him
Which one?
why. To the door, to the gate. And I will ask that one. And I'll say, I don't know why I'm here.
You don't know why you're here. You are a strange one. I'm not...
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Where are you from? You
What?
wouldn't talk to us on the ride. Why now? Where are you from? Now that you're here, you'll finally speak.
Well, you were hitting me. I remember saying stop.
Well, when you were doing whatever magic that you were doing, I feel like you deserved it.
So
Is there-
magic is wrong and being different is wrong?
Well, when you're praying to multiple gods, absolutely. There's only one true god.
Does he look like a Boyd?
A what?
You heard
Did
me.
you say a Boyd?
You heard me.
Aye.
So we're being hung.
You're being hung. First thing in the morning.
What if I said, what's your one true god again?
Semet.
Semet. Semet.
They
Praise
meet
Semet. All right, can I come out?
It's a little late for that. You had all the opportunity in the world. You were with us for days.
Aye, but he did a great job.
Yeah, now I'm just hungry and tired and weak.
I think he's ready.
And then he kind of walks away. I'll be back. And this one's going to leave.
Are there any rocks in my cell?
You look around, your passive perception, we'll just use that. I will say that you do see some, not large rocks, but some small debris that's kind of fallen from the concrete. Decent sized shards, but nothing crazy.
Okay. Like, how big is the biggest shard?
I would say maybe 6-7 inches.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
maybe like that big.
I'm just gonna kind of slump against the wall.
You're wasting your time talking to them. They don't
Well, maybe we
understand
could-
us.
Well, we need to explain that they're wrong.
You give that a shot. I'd like to see you try.
Hey, you guys, you're wrong. There are multiple gods. And they're really strong.
Shut up. And he comes over. You see he has a bag in his hands. And he drops the bag, spilling out what looks like some things that you may recognize. And as he does that, he takes out his javelin and then he lunges forward to strike you with it.
Do we recognize the things? What are the things?
You recognize something that might belong to you as well as you look down on the ground. Carla does a 16 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One moment. That is going to be. Okay, it's a D6. So it's going to be 4 damage.
Ooh.
He kind of lunges in with the pointy end, and it kind of slices the side. Can you roll a D20 for me, Carla?
Yeah. 13.
13, and then I'm going to have you add in your nature.
So that's 13 plus 3. 16.
So as you get sliced with the spear, all of a sudden you start to kind of levitate off the ground. Okay. There's about a foot of, you're kind of a foot off the ground, and then you kind of slam all the way back. So you get so much force, you slam back, but you're floating, but you're kind of flying around the room. And then as you do that, you fall, and a giant, I don't want to say earthquake, but the whole prison starts to shake, and then all of the prison doors open. But you are on the ground unconscious.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And all the doors,
Is my door
all
open
the doors
now?
are open.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm standing up immediately. when this happens.
So you guys all stand up. The guards start running forward. They have their lances in hand. And what do you guys want to do?
What's the stuff that was brought?
You see things on the ground that might belong to you. There's some weapons. It looks like he went and grabbed what may have been in the carriage to bring in, which might be belongings.
So they might be swords. They might
It's a
be
giant
daggers.
bag.
It's just a grab bag.
It's a giant bag,
okay.
and you see at the end of it there might be like a handle of a sword. Some contents might see.
Gotcha.
Now each one of these.
I thought he just like spilled a bunch of stuff out on the floor.
So the top cell has 3 doors, or is it just one
There's
door?
3 doors. So there's a door. There's a door here.
There are 3 doors.
A door here. I don't know if you guys can see this. And then there's a door here.
Yep.
And all of them just
Correct.
opened up.
Every single one.
Do I see anything around me that looks like it could be used as a weapon?
Fucking rush them!
All right, roll for initiative.
I'm gonna. Can I run to him at first?
You can start running at him, yes, but he's prepared. So they're all prepared. So as you do that, Josh, he rolls a holy fucking natural 20.
Jesus Christ.
In the
Oh,
middle. In the middle.
That's the
Okay,
second.
but it was only, you're gonna take 4 points of damage.
In the middle of getting ready for battle, can I roll a quick perception or a history check on the building that we're in? Because I have the stone cunning racial trait. So I want to try and figure out where we are.
It's a
right.
strange time to do that.
I haven't done anything yet. I've just been sitting in the cell. Oh my gosh. 8.
Okay, you just see stone. I mean, it's basically just you can't really surmise where you're at. Just you're in a dungeon essentially, or a prison.
Perfect.
All right, let's roll for initiative, everybody. We'll start with.
All right.
We'll start with Josh. Let me pull up my initiative tracker here.
I have an 18.
Okay, so you have an 18, and that.
Just a heads up, if I'm looking off the camera for extended periods of time, it's because I'm
that's
taking
fine.
notes.
My dog is driving me crazy, eating my sweatpants right now. All right, and then let's go with Locks. Locks, what did you roll?
I've got a
Oh,
20.
is it a natural 20?
No.
Danan?
30.
Dananana.
Total 7.
And then we will go with Brelithol.
15.
And then Cal.
I also rolled an 18.
All right, let's start.
Does that mean that Josh and I have to roll again?
I'm an 18.
No, you're both 18s.
Yeah, 18.
No, it auto does
Oh, you
it, so
said
you're
18?
fine. So it'll pick whoever.
What did it auto do?
It does. Don't worry. You're fine.
It's
Quickening.
It auto did.
Quickening. So first we're going to start with Locks. What would you like to do?
How tall are the ceilings in my cell?
I'm going to say they're about 10 feet tall.
Any beams, anything to hide?
There is wooden beams that are going along the top. They're cemented to the top of the ceiling, so there's no room above them. They're just kind of there, but you do have. They're just running along the top, and then in the corners, they're kind of like this in the corner, if you will. But there's no beams running down. Besides 3 in the middle, or 2 in the middle, excuse me. There's 2 beams right here in the middle that are kind of holding them up. They're all attached to.
Okay.
But your door is open.
All right. I'm going to go to my door, rub my body on it, shut it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to step back to
So
where
you're
I was.
gonna go.
Just do like a little
You're gonna
shimmy.
shimmy
get
on
ready.
the door. Shimmy.
No. I'm just rubbing my poisonous skin along
No, I got
the
it.
door.
And then you're gonna close the door and go back in.
And then I'm getting ready, so if he comes through, I want to dash.
Okay. And then
Do a
next we're
little
gonna go
dance.
with Lokalani.
Rub a little door.
So I recognize that I've made a huge mistake. But I'm gonna grab him. Attempt to grab him and then pull him into the cell.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you roll for. Let me see here. Let me pull up your. Have you roll for. Just pulling him. Let's just say strength. Just roll strength.
Just a straight strength.
Okay.
15.
So I will say that you do pull him into. You're gonna pull him in there with you. Okay.
Yes.
I'll allow you to do that. So he'll end up in here, and you're right here. Okay. So you pulled him in, and then that would be your essentially your
That's my
your
action, essentially.
Anything?
But is does when I pull him, is that essentially grappling him?
Is that what you're trying to do, which is grapple, or are you trying to just pull him in?
I mean, if I could do both, that's what I would be wanting to try and do.
I'm gonna have you roll for the roll again. Roll a d20, and then I'm gonna have you roll.
Don't worry about it. It's a natural one.
Okay. Yeah, so you just pull him in. So now you're both just standing there, and you're just kind of like, ha! And then next is going to be Yukalo.
Right. Okay. So that bloke in front of me. Let's see here. Where's the bag of
Bag
stuff?
of stuff is right,
You-
5 feet to 5
you
feet,
marked
5 feet
that?
to your right, right here.
5 feet to my right. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out and reach into the bag of stuff.
Okay. So as you do that, are you going to try to just do it from right here, or are you going to try to move up 5 feet and do it?
Can I reach it from where I'm at?
You're pretty close. Let's say it's in your. If you move here, you could, but then you're going to be essentially between these two guys. So it's up to you if you want to. Okay.
That's okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run right there where you put me and pick up the bag of
All right,
stuff.
so you're going to pick it
reach
up.
in and see what I
so
can
you
find.
see your longsword. So you have you see your longsword, and then you also see some other weapons. You see a warhammer. You also see a dagger and a bow, a long bow, and then you also see a short bow in there as well.
Okay. How was that one action for me to run up and grab the stuff?
No,
or was that...
I'll if you want to grab it and move, you can do that if you'd like.
Can I throw something out of the bag? Like, and so, okay, so that door across from me showing that dwarf is open, right? All right, dwarves like hammers. I'm gonna throw that hammer.
We do.
So
In that
I'm gonna have you
direction.
roll for athletics.
Awesome. All right.
Baseball with a hammer.
Plus one. Dirty
Ooh,
20.
nice. Okay, so you threw that
Ooh.
sucker perfectly,
Yay.
and it goes right
Woo-woo.
into the room, and it lands about 5 feet away from him. I'll say it lands right here.
I'm just gonna nod and be like, right.
Okay. And then anything else, or is that would be your full?
Unless I can pull out the sword to defend myself.
You can hold the sword and be ready if you'd like. I'll allow it.
I am
you're
ready.
with the sword. And then next is going to be Mr. Stronghot.
Thanks, Elf. What kind of hammer is it?
It's your hammer. So it's your war hammer.
My rapier.
All right. Lift up the hammer, and I go charging out right into the cell next to me and just try to crack that Eric Cochran on the head as he is facing.
So you're gonna get
Not the one that's
you'll
right
get
next
into
to you.
the doorway right here. There's no one right next to you.
Yeah, there's no one right next to me.
You're talking about this one over here, Josh?
No, I'm not talking about anyone. I'm talking about which
He's
one.
running into
which
your
one are you
cell.
talking about?
And then
Yeah.
he's going.
He's in my.
about to-
He's in
No,
my
he's
cell.
not. There's a wall
There's
right
the-
here, Josh.
I thought. Oh snap! I didn't know there was
Yeah.
a wall.
Yeah.
So he runs around and then he is going to use his warhammer. I'm going to give you with advantage, sir.
Solid. All right. 14.
Okay, 14. And that is going to hit.
Quadruple checking. All right.
Can't wait to have music for this campaign.
7 points of
7
damage.
points of damage?
7 points
Very
of
good.
damage.
Very good. All right. Next is going to be, your movement's done, your action's done, so that's it. Now we're going to go over to, unless you have any bonus actions you can use.
I just want to use my bonus action again to thank the half elf.
Okay. Feel free to thank him.
Right then.
I like your Australian accent, Barney. It's great. We're dealing with we got the crocodile hunter and Braveheart. It's perfect.
The Texan
All right, Denal,
Crikey.
you're up. You're a little shooken
Conscious.
right now. So you don't know, but you're kind of coming to consciousness, but you're still a little shooken, but you're laying on the ground.
Okay. Do I see the door open? And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to use my Festa.
You're.
And I'm going to...
Let me see your character. Is it a spell?
It's a bonus action.
Festa.
Yeah. And I'm going to go right next to the bird person who hurt
Okay.
me again.
Are you talking
Face
about
step.
fate?
Are you talking
Was
about
it the
face
fate?
face step?
Face
Face step.
So once per
Okay.
short
Yes.
rest, as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. You can see your face step gains an additional effect based on your current season. What's your current season? What season it? What season
Winter.
it is?
Winter.
Well, is it what season's in the game or what season you are? Okay,
I
so
am.
you're winter. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then DC 13 saving throw at the roll.
Mhm.
Okay. That's a 5. Face up gains an additional effect based on your current season. If the effect requires a saving throw. If it requires a saving throw. So yeah. So what are you gonna do though?
I'm just going to be next to the bird
Okay.
person who attacked me, and I'm going to put my hand up his beak and poison spray it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you're going to use poison spray on his beak. So use your bonus action to teleport, and then you are essentially going to use poison spray. I'm actually going to give you...
As my action?
I'm going to give you advantage. Roll with advantage.
Okay, great. Last 9 and 19.
All right, roll for damage.
So poison stress of D12. 7.
All right, 7 damage. Very good. By the way, I just want to say D&D Beyond's new encounter tracker is amazing. Just throwing it out there. All right.
Thanks. We'll
Right
use
now,
it.
We're using it until somebody sponsors us, and then we'll use them.
Right.
And then we're still looking for music sponsors, so as soon as we get that as well. So you
sponsors.
literally, Carlos. So what happens is when you teleport, the Aarakocra is actually very startled, and then turns around. His focus was on Cal. Shifts around, his beak opens up, and you just kind of shove your arm right in with the hand, and then you literally poison going right down his throat, and then he kind of backs away, shaking his head really quick. And then next is going to be this Aarakocra, who was just attacked with a hammer. When you hit him with the hammer, you got him right in the shoulder, so he's kind of bent over. He's going to flip around, and he's going to try to swing at you with his javelin because you just attacked him. And then he is going to roll that is going to be a 10 to hit. That's for Strongheart.
That is a miss.
So he's going to swing by, startled and hurt, swings around. He kind of scrapes the wall on the side, but it doesn't. It just kind of gets stuck. His javelin gets stuck. And then next is going to be this one. And then he is going to run forward towards the gate. And as he touches the gate, he feels something. What does he feel? Locks.
He hopefully feels sick.
What does it do exactly, your skin? It gives them...
poison. They're poison. If it's a piercing weapon, then there's hit points involved. Here it's just a DC 12 Constitution.
Okay, so they're going to roll a Constitution saving throw. So we're on number 2, and he's going to roll a Constitution saving throw, and that is a 3, so he fails.
All right, so he's poisoned for 1 minute.
So he's poisoned for 1 minute. All right.
Now remind us what poison does to him. Does that mean that he's got disadvantage?
It's disadvantage.
What does poison do?
All good questions.
All the same question.
Yes. All the question.
But more importantly, what does it do?
While Fred's looking that up, I just want to say that for whatever reason, I thought that it would be interesting if somebody in the future plays a grung that's also a bard, that his skin poison is actually more so like an aphrodisiac.
Ooh.
So when someone touches them, they immediately want to be with them.
So you want to
Princess
lick them.
Frog.
It's
It's
like
not easy being green.
it's like a love potion number 9.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that would be an interesting idea?
So they take 1d4
Dig it.
damage. So at the beginning of each round, I would roll a d4 for a minute. So you can use the poison of vile coat.
For a minute?
So they have to roll must make a DC Constitution saving throw or take 1d4 poison damage. So he failed. So it's at the beginning. So he's going to take 4 damage.
Ooh.
For a minute, unless he gets healed. Okay,
Sucker.
full up damage. Next is going to be this fellow. As you're standing there, you're ready. He is going to swing at you, and I'm going to have him actually swing. It would be normally disadvantage, but you're at disadvantage. So I'm just going to do a straight roll. And then he's using a javelin. That's going to be a 7 plus...
Oh, I'm not wearing any armor.
Or pants.
Or my
That
pants.
It's going to be
I gotta
7
work on
plus
that
4. So he swings at you with his
Pants.
talon,
Pants.
and it's an 11. Does it hit?
Ah.
An 11.
What? Sorry. An 11. No, actually.
Okay, so he swings with the talon, and then you kind of shift out of the way really quick, and then he misses you. And then next is going to be this one.
Right. Nice
Recovering
try,
from the
mate.
poison, he just kind of lashes out at you with his talon, Danon, and he's going to swing, and that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And then with his talon,
Nah.
that is going to be 4 damage.
Oh,
You're down?
I'm down.
Okay, we
Yeah.
have a character down.
Wait. What?
Uh-huh.
One.
Level 1.
Level 1.
Hey.
Where
It was nice
is?
playing with you guys again.
So I just saw this lady appear,
Ew.
thinking to myself, why didn't she do it earlier? And then slapped that bird around, but then got sucker punched. and is
Yeah.
now on the
So
ground.
red, I'll use red as downed for our character, a little dot there, so you can see. So you are down right now, Carla.
Yes.
Okay, we have a character down. So how the tables have turned since our first campaign.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, things have
I'm
come
sorry.
full circle. All right, so we have a character down. Next is going to be we are at the top, and it is.
You only have. I'm sorry.
She got hit before in the cell. That's
Danon
what caused her to freak out. And then
Oh,
she,
Yeah.
okay.
like, essentially, she had a moment where she was floating, flew up against the back wall, and was like hitting everything. And then
Yeah.
this giant energy blast came out, opening up all the different doors,
Yeah.
which was pretty sweet. Some Avatar: The Last Airbender shit. But now we're back. We're back to Lux.
Yeah.
Did the Eric Cochra open the gate?
When he reached for it, he did push it open, but then his hand essentially started to have it started breaking out in like a crazy hive, and some boils were popping up, and then he backed off. So the gate's open, and he's standing in the front of it, holding his hand right now.
All right. Look, fellow woodland creature, I am not human. I am not one of these warm bloods. I don't want to hurt you anymore. Back away from my cage, and I promise not to kill you with my poison.
So he's kind of like still paying attention to his hand, looks up, fuck you, and then he grabs his javelin, and then he's ready to almost throw it at you.
Am I rolling for deception? or anything,
If you're
or just
trying
no?
if you're trying to deceive, I'll have you roll for deception. That's fine. I'll allow it. I like it.
Oh, that was a good-
Yay.
12.
12. No, we're gonna use his wisdom. So no, you don't deceive him. He's just pissed off. He's looking at you. He's holding the javelin, and he's even more angry because of his hand that is essentially melting.
Can I see that he is not biting it?
You can see that his he kind of opens up his beak. He's like, you just hear like this scream. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to blow your guys' eardrums out. But you hear like this belching like Wah! Coming out from his.
It's more like a
essentially.
papa.
And then he looks like he's about to
Caw!
throw the javelin at you. So if you had to surmise, I would say that you think he's very
All right.
much trying to kill you.
All right. I'm going to make a mad dash through that door then. You said it's open.
It
yeah?
is, yes. He's standing right in the
Alright,
doorway, though.
so-
He's like right there.
And I'm like 2 feet, right? So I can.
Yeah, you're pretty short. You are pretty
move
short.
past him without.
All right. Can I move my guy? Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. I would like to move there if I can. Would he get an attack of opportunity?
He will. And he's going to swing at you with his talon. and that is going to be a 17 to hit. Okay,
Yeah.
that is going to deal 4 damage.
All right. Since he attacked me, he hit me. Does he roll again for poison because he touched me?
He did touch you with his talon.
I think
He's going to
already
do it at the
poisoned,
beginning
though,
of his
right?
turn. So at the beginning of his turn, he has to roll.
But
It's double poison.
But it's different because he touched the door, and now
It
he
is a
touched
different.
me.
You're right.
At
You're
least
right.
in my
looking at the rule for it, you are right. It's going to be. He does take an additional damage. He kind of like ah. Fuck! Why did I do that?
fuck.
The
All right.
bird.
So, from where I am right there, I don't know if you see me. The ceiling's still 10 feet.
Ceiling's still 10 feet. There's ledges, I would say, like in the corners here, that you can kind of perch yourself up on if you wanted to try to get higher. The bag is still here. You're holding it,
holding
right?
it.
You're holding the bag.
Where's the bag?
He
Bag
has the
here?
bag.
Okay.
So Cal has the bag.
And I'm
right now.
cornered.
The elf.
All right. With my action, can I jump then?
Jump over there. What's your jump? You can jump how many feet?
25.
And that's just a solid like woo, jump. And these guys are
Yeah, just
6
a-
feet. You can clear their heads. I will say if you're jumping,
I was going. I don't know how to make it clear.
you're entering their area. So you're trying to jump right here.
No. How do you make
Just
it?
hold it.
How do you make
Hold
it
down.
click like that?
Oh,
Right
okay.
there.
I do in a completely different section.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a game changer, folks. Let's all just get it out right now. Everybody just do a click. Everybody get their click in.
I'm gonna save mine.
Okay.
So
All right.
Hey.
with my jump of 25, I'd like to
Okay.
go there.
This is a pillar. So this is a
Search
pillar
the
right
numbers.
here.
Oh. Okay.
So if you're here,
Maybe you could do like a side
if you're
jump.
here,
thing,
you could
like a-
you could
Oh,
you
wow.
could move. I'd say here and do it. How many feet have you moved so far? You moved
20.
20, and then you get an additional 20.
Yes. I can move up to 20 and then jump, but if I move 25, I can't.
Okay, so you've already moved 20.
The
You
cool
could
mechanic.
jump
Rebound off
here,
the wall.
I would say, or you could jump here. I would say.
All right, well, fuck it. Let's jump right on this guy
Okay.
then.
Okay. So you're gonna jump right on him, and you're going to do what?
I want to land on his
Okay.
head, like on his shoulders, like.
First, I have to roll a Constitution saving throw. Right, the Constitution saving throw. If he touches you,
Yeah. If he comes in contact with me,
then
so-
it's a Constitution saving throw. Okay. It's not
Oh, yeah, yeah,
instant poison. Okay. So he rolled an 18. So he's not
Okay.
poisoned. And then you're gonna do what? Now that you're kind of landed right on top of his shoulders.
I'm holding on for dear
Okay.
life.
So you're
Grapple
grappling
him.
him. I'm gonna have you roll for strength.
Go for it. Yay.
Let's see how strong our little grung is.
Oi. I rolled a 16. 15. I have a minus one.
So 15 is not bad though. So I will say that you don't grapple him to the point where he's immobile, but I'll say that you're kind of grappling him with one arm over his eyes. So I'll say that you're kind of blinding him right now, so you can't really see because you have your hands over his eyes.
All right.
Next is going to be. That's your turn, right? You're done. Okay. Next is going to be Loki. Loki Lani.
I am going to. Is it possible for me to like try and choke him out?
You certainly can try.
That's I think what I want
Okay.
to try.
So he is facing the other way. So I'll say you can roll. Well, you can roll with advantage, and I'm going to have you roll. Let me pull up your character, Loki. I think it would just be strength. Just roll strength. Actually, roll survival.
Survival. Hey,
Mhm.
interesting. Dirty
Nice.
20.
Okay, so I will say that you put your arm right around his neck as he's swaying, and his arm's kind of stuck on the wall with his lance right now. So you're gonna put your arm right around his neck, and you're gonna kind of put him to sleep. So you're gonna kind of pull him down to the ground, and then he's gonna go to sleep. Let me see if I have a sleep. I don't know if I have sleep. So
Make it gray.
I could do a. We'll just give it one of these, whatever that is. Whatever that is, that's what he is. It's a guy bent over. So he's out. Now what do you want to do?
Well, I think that was my only action, right?
You can still move.
I'm kind of in can't really do much with movement at this point.
See if he's got something on him.
Ooh, yeah.
Can I do that? I mean, I've already used my action though.
Do you,
You
can,
can-
two action?
Can I just take his? Can I take his?
I'll
Javelin?
allow you to pick it up, but you can't throw it or anything right now.
There you go.
Cool. Yeah, I'll pick up his javelin.
Yeah, so you pick up the javelin, and next is going to be on our encounter is going to be Cal.
Right. Okay. So what I'd like to do is flick the scabbard off of me blade
Okay.
and lunge at the bird with the frog head.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you advantage. So you're gonna lunge, roll for attack.
Woo! Ooh, a good one.
Kill it, Elf.
And- all right, the first one was better. So let's see. 18 plus my fifth thing. 1 second. Let's see
So-
what we got. Plus my dexterity. There we
And
go.
proficiency.
And proficiency. Wow. Okay, so plus.
And
Where's my
natural charm.
proficiency? Let's
See your character really quick, sir.
Where did my
You-
proficiency go?
you-
I
it's
should
plus
know
two.
this.
Proficiency is always
Okay.
plus 2.
Oh, you're
from the
right.
start.
You're right. Okay, so 23.
You get it's 1d8. So you're using your longsword, right?
My rapier.
It's
Yes,
your rapier. I just see longsword on your character sheet.
I see. Oh, that's because I had to delete everything, or I had deleted any on the previous campaign when we had started with 0 things. So I put all his stuff
Okay,
back.
but it says longsword on your character sheet, so you need to switch it to rapier. Is what you're saying?
It says rapier on mine.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
need to refresh it.
Maybe. Yeah, give it a shot. It's still 1d8.
Oh, there's
1d8
your
plus
rapier.
3. Uh-huh.
All right. Okay, so how much damage?
I haven't rolled for damage. Lunging.
Sorry, what'd you roll for attack? What'd you
Lunging
roll
at
for
the
attack?
frog.
23.
Oh, a 23?
Yeah, you're definitely
And that's going to be 5 damage, aiming for his belly.
okay, 5 damage. He is seriously hurt. So you go into his belly
Aha!
and you tear across, and then you can see intestines spilling out.
Oh. Right. As a bonus action, can I dump the rest of the equipment on the floor
You're
from
still
the
holding it
bag?
in your hand, so yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see why not.
Or sick. I'm just gonna dump the bag over. I'm
Okay,
overturning
so
it.
what you see come out is essentially everybody's belongings that was in the wagon to the start.
To me, it just looks like stuff.
Next is going to, unless you want to move.
Can I ready myself? Ready in action? Is that okay?
I will.
Have I already guys, have I already done things? How many things did I do?
You dumped. You did two
I
actions.
stabbed-
You dumped and stabbed. So that's 2 actions, essentially.
Dump and stab.
I'm allowing it as a
Heal,
bonus
dump
action,
and stab.
essentially.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right, then, as an action, shucks. I would like to ready my action in case somebody attacks me. I would like to try to parry.
Okay, I'll allow it. Next is going to be Mr. Strongheart.
The dude in front of me is down.
He is
right?
alive but down. He's
choked
sleeping.
out.
He was put to sleep.
How long does that last? Is that minutes
I'm
or
just
hours?
gonna roll, and when I feel like he needs to wake up, he'll wake up. We don't know yet. You don't know either. Just like in real life, you have no idea.
Fair enough. I'll charge out to the left.
Okay.
Try to knock this guy over the head.
All right. So he is still kind of like fuming. He turned, when he was trying to swipe at Locks, so he sees you running, and he's like wide-eyed with your giant hammer. Right, it's a hammer, and you're going to swing. Okay, roll for attack.
Oh my god. Such garbage.
What happened?
11.
Does not hit. So you swing, and as you're doing it, you kind of like slip a little bit, and like your arm actually just goes back, like my headset. So yeah, no, it doesn't do you any good.
Well,
And then anything else? I don't know if you have any.
That guy's still poisoned,
He is
right?
still poisoned.
Solid.
Let's zoom in on this for our viewers so they can see what's going on here. Look at the detail.
What does it
yeah,
taste
I
like?
guess that's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
And then next is going to be, after your turn, is going to be Danan. Danan. So you are down. You're going to roll a saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Please don't kill your character because I don't want guys to have to make more art.
I know. 14.
14. Okay, so you are that's one save.
One.
What's the number
Over
you have to
10.
hit with the saving throw?
10.
It's gonna just be over 10.
Yeah.
Does 10 count?
10
No
or higher.
problem. You
It
only
depends to the
It
DM.
depends- you could do
But, yeah.
1 to 10 and then over 10. So 10. I'm just doing 10 counts.
Okay.
So you have one saving throw, and then next is going to be this guy, who is out, down and out, and he is still asleep. And then next is going to be our friend right here. Seeing as you just swung at him, he is going to take his lance, and he is
poison man.
man. Oh, he needs to roll a d4. Oh, Constitution saving throw first, and that is a
Goes down.
19. So he is safe from the poison. And then
Dang it, that would have been
he's going
great.
to swing an attack, but he used his good roll for the poison, so he misses and does not hit you. He swings, he lunges forward. And then as you were kind of slipping back, he just misses you because you actually got lucky by slipping. So you didn't actually, he doesn't hit you because of it. Next is going to be this dude, Ruther. And he is going to swipe at you with his talon.
What dude
Right
right
to
where?
the left of you, right here.
Are you
Yeah, Cal,
talking to
sorry,
me?
Cal.
Somebody's
Yeah, so I'm
swiping at
talking to you,
me.
Cal.
Cool. So I have
You're ready.
I'm ready to parry.
So
I would like
right,
counter
so
strike.
he is going to miss, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity of attack right now because you were ready.
I love you. Ah, darn. Okay. What's 16?
16 hits.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
What are
I
you
swat
using?
his little
Using your
stick.
rapier? Okay.
My rapier. Yeah, I just in a little circle motion just swat it out of the way, re-lunge at him with. Let me roll for damage. 7.
Okay. So you roll 7 damage. So I'm gonna say when you parry, you kind of spin and then you flick your rapier backwards. You kind of go back and then you jab it right in underneath his rib cage, and it goes right into his rib cage, and then you pull it out really quick. And he is very hurt. You kind of knock the wind out of him, very literally.
Literally stabbed. I stabbed the wind out of him. If
That
you will.
wind, that wind felt so hurt.
So hurt. Okay.
Haha.
Okay, next is going to be this one right here. So what he's actually going to do is he's going to actually fly up. And he's going to fly up to the top of the ceiling. And he's going to fly... Where is...
I can't see your clicks. Are you
this guy
clicking?
right here.
Okay.
Okay.
And then where is our little froggy friend? Oh, you're on top of him.
It's on
You're
top
him
of
right
that
now.
one.
He's,
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
he's still
sorry,
on
you're on
top
top
of
of
him.
I'm like, where is he?
Hold
Okay, so you're going to fly. He's going to fly up with you on. He can't see, and he's going to try to throw himself up against the ceiling.
Does Barney get a attack of opportunity since he leaves his area?
Since he's trying to.
So you just attacked Barney.
I know.
So
Reaction.
it
That was a ready
action.
action.
But that's a reaction, so you're right. It only because you only get
Yeah.
one reaction
Dang it.
per turn.
So you chose to because you could decide not to do it. So you could hold. You could still hold
Yeah.
it if you wanted to. If to see what the next person does. So you still have that opportunity to hold it because you don't.
It's okay. He's still got your poison skin all over him.
Right. Actually,
his
hold on. While he
eyes.
does that, so he's gonna throw 15, so he passes. He's gonna go up to the ceiling, and your does not hit. So he goes up to the ceiling, and then he hits. But once he gets up to the top, he hits his own head, and then you kind of shimmy down his back a little bit.
Ooh,
So now
spread it around.
you're holding on to his back, but he can see now, and he's still flying in the air about 10 feet up, and his head's touching the ceiling. And then he's going to move. The two of you are actually going to move. He's going to move over here with you. Very interesting. I like it. And then next is going to be back to Locks.
All right. And I'm still behind him, yeah?
You are still on top. Yeah, you're on his back right now.
All right. Can I drop down and scurry over to the elf?
Yeah.
I don't know what I am. Let's see.
So you're gonna drop off of him, and then you're gonna run. You're gonna kind of hop over to the elf.
And where are the... He's still holding all of the
No, he
stuff.
dropped on the ground.
Here? All right. I move to here, and then I hop to
Okay.
here. I'm looking for my
You could
short
hop
bow.
over her too if you wanted to. Whatever is easiest. Cinematically, we'll say you hop over her, and as you do, you just kind of look down and you kind of swipe her hair a little bit, and then you land. And you find your short bow, and there is a quiver of arrows there as well.
And that's it.
Right.
Next is going to be Lokalani.
All right. So, was this the Aarakocra that had the
Yes.
keys, or no?
Mhm.
It has the keys. All right, so I'm gonna grab the keys
Okay.
from him, and I'm gonna lock him into the cell with me on the outside.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you, because you're gonna step outside, and there's an air Cochrane right there when you do so. So you're entering his.
But I mean, entering is okay, right? As long as I'm not trying to leave his.
That's fine.
Heyo.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna have you roll while you're trying to find the. There's multiple keys on that chain. So.
God damn
it's
it!
not-
Does it automatically lock?
No.
No?
So I'm gonna have you roll
Maybe it's one of those clap
sleight of
things.
hand.
Sleight of hand.
I don't know if it's working.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's working. Maybe clap harder.
Sleight of hand. 16.
Okay. I'm going to say
Wake up
you
my
get
sister.
really lucky. You try one key, two keys, and then you're kind of looking over your shoulder while this guy's kind of like flying about, and then you find the right key, and then you turn around and you're facing an air Cochrane who's now looking down at you.
Cool. And that's my move.
Okie dokes. Next is
Nice.
Cal.
Okay. So how's this guy looking? Who I stabbed?
Pretty bad. So that is 1, 2, 3. He's looking like he's bleeding substantially, and he's definitely winded.
Okay. So I would like to take another lunge at this bird man. This one sans a frog head, just a regular bird head.
Okay, so you're going to lunge your rapier?
With my
Okay.
rapier.
Roll for attack.
Haha, darn. How's a 10?
Does not hit. So as you lunge, it does not connect. So he kind of swipes it
Okay.
away with his elbow. Just kind of like in his giant wings.
Got it. And then with my other action, I would like to move and plant my back against that pillar right
Okay.
there, straight from the
All right.
sky.
So as he does that, you kind of shift around, and now you're facing you're next to the pillar.
All right.
And then Mr. Strongheart, you're up.
How's this guy looking?
The guy that is right there, he is he's
my
looking
face.
pretty bad. He's looking pretty bad.
As my bonus action, can I yell, "Did you try using the hammer?"
Good idea. I'm gonna use the hammer.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna
Damn.
swing at him again.
I'm gonna swing
Okay,
at him again.
roll for attack.
With what? What's he swinging with?
You'll find out.
Is it-
Really strong.
That'll
13.
Come on, hammer!
Yay.
All right.
It's because he used the hammer.
Um. 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, so that is 4 damage. Okay, so as you do it, you crack him in the beak, and you actually crack his beak right off. So like it's literally just like hanging like this, and it's kind of, and he's just in so much pain, wailing around, and he drops down to his knees. And you're just kind of standing over him like. That hit was brought to you by A Song of Ice.
I don't have a specific bonus action,
Okay.
But as a bonus action, I would just like to remove the last breath of life from this creature.
He is.
I would just like to assist in the removal of that last ounce of life.
He's hanging on right now, just a little bit. He's got a
Man.
little bit of juice left. Yeah. Next is
cliffhanger.
going to be.
Speaking of holding into life, do I need to roll for
a saving throw?
Are you calling Anna?
I will be able to get to you.
Let's see. Oh, 3.
3? Okay, so that's one
Yeah.
foul. We're at
1 and 1. Yeah.
Next is going to be the first Eric Cochran, which is going to be right here. Excuse me, no, this guy. So he's still asleep. Next is going to be this one, who is poisoned. He fails his poison throw.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fred, sorry, DM. When you're clicking, can you make sure to do the bubble
Yeah.
thing? Otherwise, I don't think it shows up on
Oh
our
yeah,
end.
absolutely. I'm sorry. Okay, so this guy right here, okay, is poisoned. So he failed his Constitution saving throw. He needs to roll.
Poison guy. Yes,
He takes
classic
4
poison
points
guy.
of damage. So his beak is hanging. He
Yay.
takes, and then the poison in his hand starts shifting up his body, and you can see it going up his feathers as they start to fall out. So all his feathers
Cross
start
and
falling
the
out. You can just see his
flesh.
bare chest, and then he starts coughing up blood, but it's coming out the side of his
Feathers.
beak that is now cracked off, and then he just falls over dead.
It was the hammer.
I'm just gonna move him off screen.
I
He is dead. I actually move him to the GM later, so you shouldn't be able to see him. So he's gone.
I wanted him to cough
So
feathers.
one is gone, and now we are going to go on to this one is 2 damage.
actually, would it be a good idea to leave it there so that we remember to loot it?
I'll
afterward?
remember to bring it back. I'll remember to bring it
Bodies.
back. I mean, the thing is, it's
Okay.
more so you guys know during. I mean, they're here. What I'll do is this. One sec.
Yeah, is there like a little token that you can put in the corner?
So.
Yeah,
So
like
for
chess.
those of you watching at home, you guys can see my screen. So when we're on, there's these different layers there's map and background, objects and tokens. So the faded ones, they can't see. So you guys can see them at home watching. So you guys are going to know some surprises that are coming and things like that. But if they are faded out, the characters can't see them. So for this instance, this character is dead. So carrying on, we are going to go with number 1. And then we are going to go with this guy right here. And he is going to swing at you, Cal. And he's going to use his talon. That is an 8. I'm assuming that does not hit.
I'm gonna
So
slap
he's
that stick.
he's not using his stick. He's using his actual claws. So he comes down. He's actually going to scrape.
Oh.
You kind of dodge it a little bit. And he's going to scrape the wall behind you. And then next is our flying friend over here. He's going
How'd that
to
feel?
go down, and he's going to try to attack you with his spear, Loki.
Okay.
And that's a 7
is it?
plus. It's interesting how this works. He's poisoned too, isn't he? This one.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah,
one that
so
was
hold on.
flying. He was the one that.
Okay, he
With his
he passed
intestines
his
hanging
roll.
out?
He rolled a.
Yeah,
He has
Yeah.
socks on.
His
still.
intestines are hanging out.
he's just
He's
flying
around. There's
around.
blood going
Yeah.
all over the place. He did not die from
Somebody
the
grab
poison.
that rope.
So I can just grab his intestines and pull him down from it.
Do it.
Whoa.
Quit.
But he does miss you. And next is
Hunter.
going to be Locks.
We miss him too.
Locks.
Is the Aarakocra facing me?
He is not. No, he's
What is he
facing
facing?
Cal.
Okay. Would it be safe to assume that I could do a sneak
Yes.
attack with him? All right.
Ooh.
Sneak that attack.
Uh-oh.
Sneak that attack in.
14 plus. Sorry. Oh, plus 21.
Okay, that'll hit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
level 1, rogue.
Level 1.
Nice.
So let's go. So
Rogues.
6, 7, 8. 13 points of damage plus 2d4 of poison.
Okay. So when you what are you using to do this? Okay, so
shovel.
when you shoot him, it's just gonna go right through his head, and it's gonna come out as the front of his eye, and he's just gonna fall over dead. So homeboy is gone.
Right then.
All right.
Good
so
shot.
let's see.
Well, that one's taken care of.
Where
To left.
the one over here by this one, is he dead?
Ah,
No, he's still
Sounds poison.
flying.
he's poisoned, flying, and has his intestines hanging out.
All right. Well,
You know, he's
I
doing
guess
fine.
my dog is growling at something, and I'm not exactly sure what moment. Sorry.
I don't
The
know if
first,
there's a potion.
the first interruption of the game. Here we go. 1 sec.
You should try to make a kite of him.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah.
Yeah.
A flesh kite?
A flesh kite. Yeah.
There's no recovery potion for that.
No.
Everybody say hi to
Don't
Sparrow.
believe so.
What's up, flesh kite?
Sparrow.
Is it
Papito.
Don't
Yes, the papito.
Hola, papito.
Yes,
Don't
hola, papito. Hola.
All right. Go down. Go play.
It's a
Go
cutie
be a
pie.
dog.
Yes. It's a good boy.
Go be a dog.
A good dog.
Oh boy. All right. Sorry about that. All right.
Were there any more hammers in that bag?
What is left in that bag is a
There's nothing. I dumped it on the ground.
Ah.
All right, whose turn is it?
I was waiting. So this pillar, how tall?
Which one? Oh, that one is. That's a
In the
wall.
wall.
That's a wall.
Oh, I thought you
This,
said it was
this is a
something I
pillar.
could-
This is a pillar. In the corners, so this corner and this corner, there's some wooden beams that you can get up onto.
All right. Here? Here?
These two, just these two. This one and this one on the outside, like in the corner here. Just these two.
You should jump on that other one, that other bird.
I already used my action.
Ah.
All right, I'm going to just my whole screen moved. I'm moving to here, and then I'm jumping up here to the beam, wherever the beam is.
Okay. And you will land safely because it's a pretty easy jump for you. Next is going to be Loki.
Okay. He's looking pretty bad. And his intestines are actually like hanging out. Like, are they dangling in front
they're
of me?
pretty much almost slapping you in the face. Like they're kind of like they're everywhere at this point. Like you're just shocked that this thing has any energy at this point.
Okay, so I just kind of want to.
Do it.
So I'm trying to work with two hands here. If you allow me, I want to essentially spear him with my was it a pike? What was it?
He has a javelin.
Javelin?
A javelin. So I stole the javelin. So I'm gonna spear him with the javelin, and at the same time, I'm gonna pull his intestines down.
Okay. So I will have you roll for to hit.
Oh. Oh, man.
roll.
That is 16 to
That'll
hit.
hit. And how do you want to do this?
As I said,
Yay.
I
Flash
stick him with the
kites.
javelin, and knowing that he's about to like die, I'm just gonna like let go of the javelin and then use both my hands, jump up and like pull him down based off of his intestines.
Yeah,
and,
the
like, throw him
style.
down to the ground.
All right, so you stick the javelin up. He's in the air. He's starting to fall down. You jump up and you pull him by his intestines. They rip out and they're falling all over you. It's disgusting. It's like a bloodbath, but you kind of like it.
He
And
loves
then
it.
you rip him down, and then he goes through the javelin, which is sticking up on the other side, and then you pull it out from the other side.
This was a successful blood hunt.
Is that what you said? Is that what you said?
Oh no.
Sure, it doesn't really matter. We're all dead.
All but one.
Yeah, the one.
That guy's locked
around.
away though. He's locked in a
Yeah,
cage.
He is locked in a cage.
Yay. Yay.
All right, so I'm gonna like.
And I'm still
So I
dead.
think now would be a good time for a short break. Seeing as we just ended combat, does everyone into a 5-minute break? We good with that?
I'll heal Danon.
I was
Oh,
gonna
thank
say,
you.
do
You
I
have-
try to
you have
somebody
stabilize
to
her?
I have lay on
Okay.
hands. I
Can
can heal
oh,
up
there
to-
you go.
up to 5
All right,
hit points.
so I'll have
There
you do
you
that.
go.
How much?
Up to 5 hit
Right.
points.
Oh,
So
okay.
she got 5.
Up to.
Yeah.
So you have 5 hit points, Carla, and you
Woo!
are revived.
This dwarf just out of nowhere.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I'll let
When you open your eyes for the first time.
actually I'll let you guys make a
After-
decision. Do you want a break or no?
I'm down to keep going.
Let's
Yeah.
keep going. I can break later.
So I give you guys the room. You are now standing in a room.
Unless you need to use the bathroom. DM, do you need
Oh,
to use the
good.
bathroom?
Let's break.
Okay,
Alright.
break.
5-minute
break.
break.
Okay.
5
5
minutes.
minutes.
5 minutes.
All
Okay.
right.
5 minutos.
Remind me to unmute myself. All right, we are back, everybody. I am excited to continue on with this campaign where we last left off. Our brave adventurers have finally broken out of their prison, slain their captors, and they actually imprisoned one of them who is still unconscious on the floor on the inside. Right now, they just healed our brave dwarf, Mr. Strongheart, just healed Danan. And I'll get better at these names as we go. Just healed Danan, and that is where we last left off as she was starting to come to after being knocked unconscious. Over to you guys.
That was quite the display of magic.
I just open my eyes and it's, thank you.
You okay?
I think so. Yes. Thank you so much.
Good.
Can we go now?
That's a great idea.
I walk over with all the blood on me,
Oh.
like still on me. I just go, yeah, we should probably get out of here.
I recoil from this dude. I saw keys on one of them.
I have the keys.
Lead on, friend.
I would
Well-
like to get the rest of my stuff out of the pile.
Oh, there's yeah. I dumped a pile of gear. Was there armor in there too, or was it just weaponry?
It is all your guys' stuff that you had.
We
all
loot
stuff. It's
All right.
everything.
I need about 5 minutes to put on my
Everyone
Yeah,
play
Mel.
dress up.
I'm gonna put on my breastplate, my fine clothes.
I'm scavenging through
shield.
this dead Aarakocra.
So now we have our gear that we originally had plotted. No cash though. I assume.
No cash.
Can I search these Aarakocras?
Yeah, let me
for
bring them
anything
back
of
onto the
use?
map for y'all so you can see them.
Good thinking, Elf. We need to gather whatever we can.
And I'm gonna also look for some. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, dwarven noble. What garbage is this?
So I guess so I was over here at one point, right? And then I guess I'll go back over to the one I slain. And I'll take a look and see what else he has.
So what he has on him, roll a d10 for me.
D10.
I like going this route.
A 5.
So you find, we'll say, 10 silver pieces. You find a backpack. It's empty. The only thing inside of it is some paper. Like parchment.
Like
yeah,
parchment or-
like 10 pieces of parchment.
Okay.
And then you also have his weapon if you would like.
What is his weapon?
It is a javelin.
I guess I'll pocket 2 javelins.
You pocket them?
Put them on my back if I can. If I can just like
Just make sure you add them to your
Couple
character
javelins.
sheet.
Want to that?
Cool. I'll take them, but I also have my
Yeah.
longbow. Was there only one quiver of arrows?
There's 2. Yeah, it's
There's 2.
basically
Okay,
everything
so
you guys
I'll grab
have.
the other.
However, yeah.
Okay.
What do
And
I
no-
find?
So who are you
My
searching?
dagger.
Oh, this one over here.
That one. Okay, so I will say that you find. Roll a d10.
Oh, a D10. Interesting. 8.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you find 4 gold pieces.
Sweet.
You find a javelin.
the one that he was trying to hit me with, but I stabbed him instead.
And then you also find you can take his talon if you wanted to as well and use it as a knife.
Sure.
You'd have to cut it off though.
I will. I'm gonna.
Oh man, you cut his finger off.
Can I take? I want to take some feathers. I want to take a fistful of feathers.
So you're gonna take a fistful of feathers.
Sounds more pleasant.
That's a good name for a trilogy, right there.
A fistful of feathers.
Yeah.
A few feathers more.
Yeah.
Good, the bad, and the featherless.
Oh, the good, the bad, and chicken.
Okay.
No?
So this
Okay.
one's been ravaged, so
Well.
we'll just get rid of him. This one's been ravaged, so let's get rid of him. And then who is next?
I'm already on.
Oh yes.
I'm already on top of the dead one. Yeah, there I am.
There you are. Okay. And roll a d10 for me.
Two.
All right, 2. I will say that you find 10 copper pieces, and that you also have his javelin if you would like.
Can I cut off a whole claw?
You could.
Then I
Okay. What are you going to use to cut it off? You're going to use your...
Just gonna use his own javelin.
Okay.
Just kinda,
All right. Oh, very vicious. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And next is whatever you guys would like to do. You still have one gentleman still sleeping in a cell.
Sleeping.
I say we leave him.
Yeah. I say we leave him. You there with the keys and frog guy. We should probably split.
He has a name, you know?
Grogner.
Who's talking? Is it Australian?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
It is I, Cal. It's me.
Hold your knickers. I'm checking out the table.
Oh.
Okay.
Anything on there that says why they would have taken us? Any paperwork?
Yeah, what's your
anything
natural
at all?
perception? I think I have it. 60. Okay,
60.
so you see a religious book
Wow.
Oh.
on the table, and it is essentially the Book of Semet, their one true God, but it is in their language. So you only see the name or the symbol. You recognize the symbol Semet, but reading it, it's not in your language, so you don't really understand the words when you open it up. But you do see a piece of paper, and it has basically execution orders for all of you, for basically the religions that you believe in.
Is it signed?
I think
But
that we
you
should
only
go.
do see you see 4 execution orders only.
Is there something different about my execution order?
I thought you and I were getting out of here with the keys.
Yeah, you don't
Let's
know.
go.
So you don't even know
Covered in blood.
You don't know what he's looking at yet. So this is only 2.
I'm curious if he knows what.
He doesn't even
Look
know.
at
It's in a
himself.
different.
I mean, we
it's in a
can
di-
add-
he- So it's in a
Oh,
different,
it's in a different
language,
language,
but by looking at it, he can pick out. He knows a couple words. He's not fluent because it is the conqueror's language, if you will.
Okay.
But when he looks at it, he recognizes them as they are execution orders.
Gotcha.
But there's only
Do
4.
I see my name? Do I see my name?
No, you don't see your name. But then again, you don't know if you don't see your name, so you can't really tell. It's a little bit too vague.
Can't read it.
Right.
I'm gonna take
Remember my
the. So, secretly, I'm gonna take the key that is for the prison cell that I was in. Take it off with a ring, and then I'm gonna hand the rest of the ring to
Okay.
Cal.
Okay, I'm watching
What-
him.
What was your name again?
Like-
Cal?
Should he make a sleight of hand check for that?
Yeah. So you're trying to, what are you trying to do? You're trying to steal what exactly? Sorry, I was.
No, I mean I'm taking the key from the ring.
Are you just
that
doing
was
that?
it.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even think that's weird, but if you're trying
Kind
to
of,
sneak,
kind of hidden a
that's-
little
So
bit.
you're just trying to take the.
Strange.
I would
the
say like
one
on my
key
own.
off the chain. Is that what you're trying to do? Okay, so
Yeah.
you can.
So the one that's to the cell that the
Yeah, I'll say
Aristocrat's
that you're not really. I mean, where everybody is in proximity to you right now.
I'm right here.
yeah,
Like,
same.
I'm behind.
But you're, are you
That's
paying
me.
attention to him right now? Are you looking?
Yeah, we were talking to him about
Okay.
getting
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, so I'm taking the key off and I hand Cal the keys.
All right, I won't be
for everything
difficult. Give me those keys. I'm
else.
gonna
You
start
said your
trying
name
them.
is you said your name is Cal, right?
I didn't say my name.
I thought I'd heard you say your name.
You
You
heard
definitely
wrong.
said it like multiple times.
Like in one person.
It's me, Cal.
Cole doesn't like it.
I have the feeling this fella is named Cal.
I'm trying the keys.
That's a good feeling.
Can
The keys.
So you take the keys, and what are you gonna do with them?
Trying them
Okay,
in the
this one
door
right here?
to.
So after a
This
couple
door.
attempts, the door opens.
Sweet. So I'm very tired and weak. Does anybody?
I will go to the door to this bird person. Is he awake or not?
He is still asleep. Believe it or not, he has not rolled high enough to wake up yet. And he still has not rolled high enough to wake up yet. I set a number. I'm sticking to the number.
If we nudge him, will he wait? Will he
You can tell him.
arouse?
He just hasn't woken up on his own.
Why the? Let's go. The door's open.
Where are we going? We don't even know where we are.
I want to ask him.
We need
Maybe
to
he
get
has some-
out of here.
What do you need to ask him? He's not gonna give you any information.
Well, maybe he needs to know there are many gods. And that's what saved him.
I don't think he cares.
What are you, a paladin? All right, I'm heading out.
No, I'm not. But
So you head out. Are you splitting the party and just leaving? Or is people following?
I'm
no, I
just
think they
taking
were
a.
following.
I'm taking a step
So
outside
the
the
group
door.
is following. Okay. So what do you guys want to do as you start down this hallway? What you notice is you see basically it's a stone, like brick ground. It's very dimly lit. You can see some moonlight looks like it's coming through the other side, and there's a door. Let me zoom out real quick.
I don't know about you guys, but this place feels pretty comfortable.
So there is a doorway that goes down this way here.
So south?
So if you go south, it looks like it's just a continuation of this. But you notice that there is a bend up here north, and you see some moonlight coming from that direction.
I'd like to check the rooms for anything that could be useful or informative.
Okay. Which room?
I'll check the north one
This
first.
right
It's maybe not that one. I think the south one looks
Okay.
a little more lived in.
So you want to check the south one? All right.
Yeah,
I don't think you would have known because the door is.
fair.
Which one would
Fair.
Which one would you?
But if I had initially chosen based on my perception of it being there, that would have also skewed.
Right. So
I'm gonna follow him wherever he's going.
We'll say that I walked up there, looked in the room, and said,
all right, and so you're gonna go to the south then. Okay,
Yeah.
So I'll have you move to the south.
Just looking for any kind of paperwork.
You enter in, and what are you looking for specifically? Basically, you see a room. It looks like there is some scrolls that are sealed with wax on the bottom. On basically like a cabinet, if you will.
I'm looking for any coin and any paperwork.
So the scrolls on the top of the counter in the corner here. There's about...
Perfect.
I know the picture shows like 10, but we'll say that there is 10 scrolls. We'll just say 10 scrolls. And then there is a chair and I think that's another chair, right? So it looks like there's a couple chairs, and then there's a drawer that you see in the corner. It's an old drawer. It has some weird engravings on it, and you can see a lot of feathers around the room. And there's a cot in the other corner. And so you pull up in the dresser drawer, and you find essentially five copper pieces.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take a dump on the bed.
You're gonna what? Are you really gonna do that?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna utilize the bed.
Okay, so you're gonna take a shit on the bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit the bed.
Five cover pieces.
Roll for performance then.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Describe your shit.
I have to roll to poop.
No, okay. So you just pull.
Well, first of all, you got to make sure that you can poop.
So, well, no. So you pull.
You gotta make...
Maybe you already pooped.
You pull your trousers down, and you take a shit on the bed, right in front of Strongheart.
Just a one single log. I'm gonna tuck it in.
I have a question. Are you two making eye contact?
Yeah. What's your reaction, Strongheart?
God.
It's fucked up, Elf.
Oh, that's what. Oh, he says that to
Yeah.
me.
Who else is he saying, dude? No one took a shit.
Yeah.
Just a. Yeah.
All right.
Is Locks next to us or not?
Yeah.
No.
What are you doing?
No,
So-
you're not.
I'm likely gonna walk by.
I was
and
going to turn
see the
around and say
shit
like
happening.
humans, huh?
I
That fucker's no human. He's
Oh,
not
that's-
human.
All I found was 5 copper pieces, no information, no.
That was it. There's you have the scrolls, but you haven't opened them.
Ooh, I will
Oh,
open
You're gonna
them.
stand there and open 10 scrolls one by one.
I'm
I would like to look at whatever that large print to get the main idea of the
So
scroll.
you see it looks like it's a military crest, if you will. Let me pull it up. Actually, one moment.
Can I help him?
So what you see
See a
is it's a symbol.
Look at
The symbol is
scrolls.
essentially. It looks like this. See if I can pull out paper.
You do it, man.
Here we go.
I believe in you.
Here we go. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this because it's a pencil.
Here, some inspiration.
Yeah, you might need to use like Sharpie.
So it's kind of like
Or one of
it's
those
kind of like
glitter
a star.
markers.
Do you see that? So it's
Yeah.
It's a spider. Kill it.
but essentially it's basically a cross, and then another cross on top of it, but sideways.
Do I recognize the symbol?
So that is the symbol of Samet. You recognize that. When you open it up, basically it's in a foreign language, except for a little portion of it where it basically says, do you want me to send it to you privately, or do you want me to say it out loud?
Ooh, you can send it to me
I'll
privately.
send it to you privately. It's not going to have any bearing right now at this moment, but I'll send it to you in like a couple minutes here.
Unless, am I...
I'll send it to you privately.
What? Okay.
One second.
I need to know if how I recognize it before I react to it. Where'd you
I
send it?
sent it to you on Facebook. Bear with me for 1 second. I just need to look at my map. Pulling up the map real quick.
It's not showing up on
Yeah,
Facebook
no,
yet.
give me a moment. Give me a second.
Oh, gotcha.
I needed to remember which clan it was. That's all. A little hint. Okay, so.
Well,
All right, continue on.
little frog.
I'm readying my bow, and I'm shooting the downed bird.
What?
So
13.
you're readying your bow and doing what?
Oh, wait,
Sorry,
wait,
I didn't
wait.
hear the second part.
I'm shooting the Aarakocra.
Oh, the downed one.
Oh,
That'll hit.
Sleeping one.
Well, 12 damage, and then if he fails the
Oh, he's
poison,
dead.
then
He's
6
dead. So
poison.
how do you want to do this?
Well, he's laying down. I just want the arrow to.
Okay. And you do that, and it goes right through, and then you just hear dead.
All right. Introducing him to his one god.
Yeah.
I am
Well
liking this.
said.
I'm
That
liking
had
this
to be
frog.
done.
Very nice.
Little frog, what is your name?
My name is Lox, and you?
My name is Loki Lani. You can call me Loki.
Loki Lani.
It is my given name.
It's precious. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It rolls off the tongue.
If it wasn't
You're
you
in the
to
other
kill,
room right now. You're dealing with a guy who just took a
right.
shit out of bed.
Yeah.
Still holding eye contact.
I'm gonna use one of those scrolls.
Just to see who is going to look away first.
Oh,
You know, like,
I'll tell you something, Lux. If it wasn't you, it would have been me.
Hi. The rest of these people, I don't know.
oh, I'm Denan. Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
Dan.
Hello, Danan.
I reach my hand.
To who?
To shake.
Yeah.
I wipe my hand off because I probably still have blood on it, and I shake her hand.
I say, nice to meet you. And I turn to the Lux.
Pleasure, young miss.
I step back and I say, "Oh, princess, you don't want to touch me."
Why is that?
My skin. It'll do some damage to you.
Okay. I'll make sure to wear gloves next time. Maybe we need to go out, right?
Yeah, so using my perception, anything else in this room? of use?
You see some torches. If you want to grab torches, there's some torches here. There's a torch here. There's about, I think, 3 or 4 torches in the room. You do notice, you grab the papers for the execution orders. You grabbed pretty much everything that you can see. You haven't really... It's pretty barren. There's a mop. If you want a mop. But that's about it.
I grab the torches and I join the warm skins. So let's go.
Yeah. I think I'll take a torch as well, and then also take a left out of this room
Okay.
toward the moonlight.
Okay, I'm gonna have you guys kind of do a massive zoom out here, and let you guys decide what you want to do here.
I believe that I would like to inform the group that based on these documents, we look like we are in the Madrove city center.
We're in the city center? We're in the city center?
If these documents are what I think they are.
All right.
Does that mean we should get out, and that if we get out, we're in the city?
If we can get out, then that means that I can find another way and a direction after that. As soon as we get out of this place. I don't know, based off of where we are in a prison, of course, but beyond that, I have no idea of what part of the city we're in. But once we get outside, I think I should be able to decipher the area.
Hold on. I have a question. Are we in the middle of a city right now?
We don't know yet for sure, but most likely.
So there must be another way to get around.
Clarify your meaning, miss. Get around how?
Well, I can see that to our right, there's moonlight, so that's probably going outside. But then I see to the right, there's like a cave. So maybe we can go and see there.
DM, is that correct? I thought the moonlight was from the
Moonlight's
the
from the
right?
north. The south is just looks like it's just more of what you're in.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Wait,
Okay.
so
The dungeon goes
So
deeper.
the south is this way, which is looks like more dungeon. And then the north, it looks like there is the outside because you can see moonlight.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know about you guys, but I'm pretty hungry.
Same.
We haven't eaten for quite some time, have we?
I'm very tired and weak.
Okay.
Well,
I thought the north was like the sewers or something. It looks like a sewers entrance. That's me.
you have the keys. I'll let you continue forward.
I don't know any of you. I don't trust any of you, but there's safety in numbers. So I am.
You're more than welcome to stay here in this prison, but
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that path.
it's probably closer to what you're used to, though.
True,
Underground.
true. But those are my home caves.
We definitely need each other if we want to get out of here.
Well, then let's get going.
All right, here we go. So the group decides to move towards the moonlight, and then when they do, they exit into what looks like. Here we go.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it looks like you exit into a night. It's in the middle of a. Looks like it's a smaller. It doesn't look like it's a giant city, but it's a decent sized city. And it's night, and it doesn't look like there's anybody about. But you do see who has the highest natural perception.
Got a
Probably.
16.
Okay.
Yeah. I have dark vision.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, there is some light. The moonlight is
Oh.
making it somewhat lit. It's a full moon. So you can kind of see pretty decently, but not amazing. So it's not horrible. But what you see, Lox, is you actually see an Eric Cochran. His back is to you guys, and it's down the alleyway
Oh,
over here.
I would. No, never mind. Take that back.
So only Locke sees him.
Yeah.
All right, so whispering. It looks like another bird fellow is perched up down the lane. Friend or foe, I have no clue. But I would guess foe. But then again,
Aye.
I always guess 4. So.
Aye.
They haven't been too friendly.
Tell you what, I can sneak up into the alley, shoot, or we can sneak past.
I have a bow and arrow as well. We can volley.
A challenge then.
Aha.
Ah, good challenge.
I can tell you with near certainty that there has never been an Era Cochrane in this city prior to the invasion. So this is a new...
So how do I shoot him? What's his weak points? Never shot these birds before. Is he anything just like a chicken?
So
Probably
you can see
below
that
the
you can see that it looks like
feathers
it's
of the
patrolling.
around here. No?
It's just as ugly as a
You
chicken.
can tell that the Air Cochrane's patrolling, and is moving a little bit further away from you right now.
Maybe we can move...
Yeah,
Is
maybe
that-
we don't need
So-
to shoot him.
Is that a bridge right in front of us? Like, not in front... Yeah, right there.
Or is
Is there
that
a
an
bridge?
intersection?
There's an
Wait.
intersection.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean? Oh, it's an intersection.
What are intersections?
What am...
What is an intersection?
What?
Someone sets us up the bomb.
I would like to move stealthily along
Yeah.
the houses, staying in the shadows, staying hidden.
Okay.
Just
I
kind
will follow.
So
Wait.
because you're moving stealthy, you're looking around the corners, and what you see is another Era Cochrane, which is about 10 feet away from you right now.
Ooh.
And he's posted up, staring. His back is towards you.
Ah, good thing you're like 2 feet tall.
So I hold up my thumb, and then I go like this. I go like this, and I go like this.
You go. Hey, what'd you do? You went like this.
I went like, kill him, or let him go. Kill him. What do you want me to do?
I'm going to give him a thumbs down and get ready with my longbow. Because I could probably see him from there too, right?
From
He's
around the corner?
Well, because... But is it
Or is
a
that
bridge?
That's not
A river?
This right here.
Because this looks like it's a river.
It's a house,
Yes.
right?
These are housetops.
Well,
Oh.
So-
gotcha.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All this?
This is
all
how-
Oh, this no,
Oh,
okay.
that is river. This is river. Yes, that's river.
Yeah, that's river.
Okay. Oh, so
So
it's
we use that
open.
bridge.
I'm sorry.
so
yeah.
this is just a bridge
Yeah.
right here, right?
Yes, but the walls are
Oh.
tall. These walls here, they're like towards the end, like over here. These 4,
Okay, so he
Pretty
can't
tall.
be seen
you can't see him now.
from this side. Okay.
All right. So
So he doesn't see locks.
I will say that you can see him
Okay.
from your vantage point. From you 5 feet. I'm just trying to trace a line here, Josh, because it's basically where the light is. These walls are a little bit higher. It kind of think of it like the walls kind of go up, like I don't know how to like draw it, but up. So Josh, you can't see it, but I would say that Carly, you can see him. Do you have dark
well-
vision? Okay, so
I do.
you are. Josh, do you have dark vision? Okay,
I
so
do
you
not.
cannot.
I'm
She
human.
can see him.
I have dark vision. What do I see?
From your angle, you can see half of his body right now.
Recognizing
I'm
that
gonna give him the
it's
thumbs up. I'm gonna give the thumbs up to
all
Locks.
right. I grin and I shoot,
Okay.
and
While he's
I
dirty
guess I didn't know what the thumbs up or thumbs down meant because I was thinking thumbs down meant
it didn't
Yeah.
matter. It wouldn't have mattered either way.
it doesn't matter. It's like he grins and no matter what, it's just like
All right.
yes.
He is
I'm
his own
going to
frog.
have everybody.
He makes his own
roll,
decisions.
Well, we'll see here first. Roll for attack.
Oh, I
Roll for
wanted-
attack.
damn it.
It was dirty
Okay, so
20.
that hits, and then how
Yay.
much damage?
Is this
And
sneak attack?
is that considered a sneak attack because he's got advantage?
Yeah, so I sneak attack. 11, 16. So 16 damage plus.
Wow. Okay. This is gonna be so. How is
Stealth kill.
How do you want to do it?
Damn.
Level 1.
I would like to let the bow go, arrow to the head, and then like sneak over there to cushion his blow so it doesn't make
Okay,
noise.
so
The river?
you do that. Now you're holding his dead corpse.
That's fine.
As a tiny
tiny.
one. As a
As
little,
long I'm making sure he doesn't make noise. That's all.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Perhaps we should let him lead the way.
What do you want to do with his? What do you want to
I
do with his
will.
body?
Dump it.
Just searching.
Okay. Roll a d10. Okay.
Four.
You find 20 copper pieces. He also has a javelin. And then what do you want to do with his body? Anything?
Looking around anywhere I can.
The
hide.
river.
Oh, are those rivers or houses?
This is a river. So it's not a really fast moving river. It's more like just water, but it's water.
Is it flowing towards the other Aarakocra
Away.
or away? Goodbye, birdie. Push him in the water.
It does make somewhat of a splash. And around the corner. Another Eric Cochran turns.
Do they have dark vision?
No.
It's a good question. I have no idea.
Excellent.
We don't know.
Well, no, they don't. This one doesn't. At least this
Now
one
we
doesn't.
know.
But he did hear the sound, and you hear, what was that? And then you see him around the corner.
Everyone hide, quick!
I wish I had
He
music
doesn't
playing
see
right
me.
Is that
I know.
So what did we see from the frog doing things? Like we saw him around the corner and then we just saw the body go over the bridge.
Yeah, so what you saw from your vantage point was him kind of drag the body, throw it over the bridge.
Okay. Can I climb this house?
You can, use your. It's difficult to climb, so use your athletics.
My bow is ready. Just
Okay. Are you staying where you are, or are you?
If is there shadow there? Can I hide
It's
there?
kind
or
of
no?
dark, but I mean, if he gets closer, he might be able to see you.
17.
I'm staying in the
So
shadow.
you climbed that motherfucker.
I gracefully leapt up that thing.
And as you do that, you're at the top. You're in the shadows. This Eric Cochran is now standing in the light, and he's moved about 15 feet closer. And he's kind of looking around, and he thinks he sees something in this direction. Hey, you there? He says.
I'm kind of nod to Locks with my longbow out too to fire at the same time.
Okay, let's do it.
I would also like to loosen the arrow from my vantage point.
Okay. Very cool. So all of you roll for attack.
Shit!
Damn, this is brutal.
This
13.
is like seasoned veterans playing right now.
Dirty
Not
20.
quite.
17 at 20. And,
I got 16.
Okay, they all three hit. Roll for damage.
Damn.
Let's see. 1d8.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put.
10 damage. 10 damage, 5 poison if you thin.
7.
8 damage.
So I'm gonna say to Cal, how would you like to do this? Because you're dealt the actual killing blow.
All right. I see both those arrows right into his chest, right? And I would just like to aim, and before he can let out a scream, right into his trachea.
Ooh.
All right. And then he falls over dead. You guys can see that little marker, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Dope. All right. So he
That was
falls to the
rad.
ground, and then what would the group like to do?
Another stealth kill. How's that other guy looking? I look back to see if he's making his way
he's
back or
still
something.
kind of going this way.
There he goes.
Do I recognize where we are in the city? Being that I am from this
Yeah.
clan.
So you're from the Madrovi clan, right? Madrov clan. Okay.
Yeah.
So you recognize you are close to a bar that you used to frequent that you may have a friend.
That I may have a friend. That's still here?
Mhm.
Okay. I just go psst, and kind of direct
Yes.
people to come toward me and
Yeah.
come to my direction to the bar.
What? A bar? Right now?
Yes. Yes.
You don't know we're going to a bar. I'm just saying that's
Oh.
what I'm doing to the DM.
Are we going to a bar
Why would we go to a bar?
to drink?
Are you guys just talking in normal voices
Duh.
right now?
We were just slaves. We were already. We were just about to
Are you
die.
guys just talking in normal voices right now?
All right. Shut
No.
the fuck up.
You totally
Shut the
were.
fuck up, everyone.
Leave.
I
We
know
need to leave. We
I
need
know-
to leave.
I know the area. Let's follow me. I'll get us to a safe
So
point.
while you guys are talking, and Eric Cochran comes around the corner again, over on this side.
Yeah.
You guys are both standing under the light. Hey! He shouts because he can see you. This Eric Cochran comes back as well, running back. He flies into the air, and he flies 50 feet. And then he flies into the air as well.
Wow, this is all happening so fast.
They can fly 50 feet. So, like, they have fast travel. So I'm going to have everybody
Do they
roll
have-
for initiative.
He went anime speed.
Naruto run.
Ah, dang
So
it.
something I'm noticing on Roll20, guys, is there's actually a music button that I can play music on here.
Oh, really?
I just have to, I believe it is create music. Drop a track. Ooh.
Any track?
21.
Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, you can't hear it? And
No, because we wouldn't be able to hear. Wait, unless
it's on
it's
Roll
on.
20.
It's on roll 20. Should we be able to hear it?
Can you hear this?
Alright, I'll figure
We can.
Yeah.
I'll
Keep
figure
going,
it out
man.
after. We'll figure this out later. But there is ways to do music. We will figure it out. Okay, so roll for initiative.
Slaughter these guys.
Well, it also says that there's nothing
21.
currently
already
playing
did.
in jukebox.
Terribly.
Alrighty.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alrighty.
Ha 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 ha.
Yo, ho, 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 ho.
Yo ho 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 ho.
Lo, 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 lo.
Alright. Alright, Cal, what was your initiative?
Lo, 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 lo. 21.
No, Cal.
What? Me? Sup?
Your
Oh,
I have +4.
Cal, your
Yeah.
initiative.
no, that's me.
Cal.
Oh, Cal.
Not
Or-
car.
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
And then next is going to be Lox.
19.
Loki.
15.
And then Danan.
21.
And then Strongheart.
10.
Brawlethel.
Brawlethel. Brawlethel Strongheart.
All right. So with that being said, Danan, you're gonna go first.
Yeah. I'm gonna text you DM right now.
Are you texting on Facebook?
You.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
Just the reaction to Aarakocra showing up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm just staring at my feet,
Ha 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 ha.
humming.
God bless technology. We're using so many different things right now. It's like crazy. Got roll 20.
Well, we get to actually play again together. That'll be so nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. From North Dakota. Wherever Fargo is.
All right. So as they're coming down, Carla, what's your reaction?
I'm going to cast
Magic missile.
Witch Bolt.
Witch bolt?
Yes.
Witch bolt.
Yes.
Which one?
Which one? That's a
No,
You don't
witch
have your
two.
spells in your thing. Where's
16.
You didn't equip your spells yet? In D&D Beyond?
I took a picture and I'm gonna send that to
I
you
can
right
search it.
now.
It's okay. But it would make things so much easier if you use. You guys are using your cards. Okay.
I am old school.
I get it. But now this makes it so hard. A beam of crackling blue energy laces. Do you have the material for it? A twig from a tree?
She always carries a twig on her. She's
You haven't.
a ladra.
I don't think you. Unless you.
From my hair.
Do you have.
She's got a lot of twigs in her hair. Yes.
I mean, do you? Okay, so
Well,
Okay.
Covered.
Wait. So she's a sorcerer, so she doesn't need the materials for spells. It's an innate magical ability. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So that's one thing that's different than like wizards and like other like clerics and stuff. So clerics have their divine ability. Warlocks have their thing with their gods or whatever. But as a sorcerer, it's innate.
You might be
within
right.
them.
For now, we'll just say that she has a twig in her hair. And I'll double check that after the game. And if she's able to do that moving forward, then great. But right now, you have twigs in your hair.
Twigs in her hair.
Okay. So that's 13 plus 3, so 16 to
Okay,
hit.
so when you do that, you kind of lose control. That does hit. So what happens is you can't really control your own energy, and you kind of start freaking out a little bit. I think I just got a... 1 second. Okay. Sorry. So then you're freaking out a little bit, and then what happens is you turn while this is happening, and this bolt is now tracing down the side. I'm going to have everybody make an athletics check really quick.
Dexterity. Is that a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, right?
That's amazing.
I'm gonna need all the acrobatics.
Ooh. 5.
15.
Holy hell!
15.
16.
Okay.
18.
So, who
18.
rolled a 5? Okay,
I rolled a
so
5.
roll for damage, Carla.
But he's also behind
Right,
her.
she went like this along the entire wall. Yeah.
Oh, really?
What? Just disregard.
Wait, what just happened?
I think we're
just
about to
hit
find
you.
out. We're about to find out what. just
Don't
happened.
cross
Yeah,
the
but
streams.
so basically, Loki
Can
and
you
Cal
describe it, please?
dive out of the way of this like electric bolt, and they kind of roll out of the way very quickly. But as she's turning, she can't control the energy that's happening or coming out of her hands, and she turns and she does hit you, Strongheart. So
Sorry?
what? How much damage?
That's going to be it.
It just hit
You two
Strongheart.
guys dived out of the way. I had you roll a dexterity saving throw to roll out of the way.
Wait, what were you aiming at?
It's, so
The
she's
bird
aiming at the bird
person.
person.
She has wild
So
magic.
she can't control. She can't
It's
control
kind
her
of
magic.
so it looks like a
So that's 6 damage right now.
Okay.
So you take
6
6
it is.
damage. And then the air cock
Sorry!
also takes 6 damage.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Just.
Tis but a flesh
Which
wound.
air cochran were you aiming for? The one that was closest to you? 'Cause
No, the one that's just above everybody.
this one over here.
This
flying
Or
one.
this one?
Yeah,
because he's flying.
Okay.
this one.
All right.
Yeah.
So he is going to take 6 damage. All right, and it's his turn. So he's going to fly at. He can't really see Locke, so he's going to fly at Loki, and he's going to use his javelin. He's going to use his dive attack. So if he hits, it deals an extra 3 damage. And that is going to be an 11 to hit. Okay,
It's a
so
miss.
that misses. So he goes down, he dives, and then he pokes at you, but you kind of shift out of the way as well.
Now, if he's diving toward me, like diving at me, and then is he like coming into my attack range and then leaving the attack range?
He's just flying over you. So he dives in, and he backs off a little bit, but he's just hovering above you. He's about 10 feet above you. Next is going to be Lox.
How tall are the houses?
I would say they're a good 20 feet tall. Each floor is about 10 feet.
Okay. This is a doorway, yeah? Oh, sorry.
Where? That is a doorway, yes.
All right. Can I move here, hop here into the doorway?
He would have an
Get
an
right.
opportunity of attack.
But he's also flying, so he's
But
actually
he's-
at a distance, right?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, he was
He's
like
10
10
feet
feet in the
in the
air.
I'm 2 feet tall. He's 10
That's
feet
true.
up.
But
And he didn't see him coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Level one. Level one.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
All right,
Good
all right.
call, DM.
So I'm in the doorway.
We're trying.
I'm in the doorway, and I peek over with my bow, and I aim at the.
Okay. Roll for attack.
$17.
That'll hit. Your character's
Hey.
fire.
Yes.
I loaded up on dex. Like my unarmed attack does 0 because I'm not. So if I hit someone, it does no damage.
Oh,
Except for
So
poison.
Poison's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
that actually does give you more.
So 12 damage, and if he's poisoned.
So you shoot him, and it goes through his wing, and then he starts kind of losing control, and he actually falls into the river, and then you see the current kind of take him away.
I spit on him as he goes under the bridge.
As you spit, do a just for fun. Do a.
I'm wasting my reaction to spit
do
on him.
Dexterity.
It's about character.
Yeah, Dex. Natural 20.
So
What do you
Susie,
got?
she's
yes!
flying by. You spit, and it lands right on his beak.
His beak.
It's open mouth.
And then he just kind of gets taken away. The scotch is kicking. By the way, the scotch is kicking in.
You got
Yeah.
scotch? I should have had some scotch. Damn it.
How do you still have that bottle? That was from like last week. You were still drinking it.
I'd like
What
to-
bottle?
But more, probably.
He's still going with the
Oh, yeah.
Game of
Yeah,
Thrones
those-
bottle. There's no more Game of Thrones
Okay.
scotch.
Next is going to be.
You're drinking a
Uh,
collectible.
Next is going to be the other.
Not anymore.
He is going to fly. He sees over here. This is tall, so he doesn't see you guys. But he's going to fly at Cal, and he's going to use his dive attack. That's cocked. That's a 2 that will not
Right
hit. So he dives in with his talons to swipe at you, and he misses.
Haha.
He's about 5 feet now in the air. Next is going to be Loki.
Okay.
Nice.
Is this too close for a longbow to hit?
I was wondering the same thing. We probably do have to resheath or something.
Yeah, you would have
Redraw.
to. I mean, the action would be for a second arrow, right? No,
No,
Why
no,
you
you
can
can
just shoot him
yeah.
right there. Just plant the longbow and just boom right
Like-
in the face.
Point blank is fine.
Be
Are
at
we
a
okay with that?
disadvantage.
Yes.
I mean,
let's do it
Legolas
with
did it.
disadvantage. I like.
Nah.
Wait, but I'm right next to him,
True,
right?
yeah.
So
Alright, just do
advantage.
Normal roll.
Oh, normal
I'll do-
roll.
Legolas was not a level
Legolas is
1.
level 15.
That's true.
Legolas was definitely like 19.
13.
And the prequels, he was like 23 or something.
13 to hit.
Annoying.
That'll hit.
No way. Okay, cool.
Nice.
So that's a. I mean, it's a D.
D8.
Why do I have a short bow in my stuff? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong character. I'm looking at the wrong character.
Wait
Wrong
a
character
minute.
sheet.
Oh my god.
The whole time.
That's a D8, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, dumb. It's 5 damage.
That definitely does some damage to him. He's feeling. I would say he's not too bad, but you could definitely see that where you hit him in the shoulder, so he has to come down from his flight. So he lands on his feet.
Key.
Very key. Next is going to be Mr. Strongheart.
I'm just going to charge right up and slap this bird in the face with a hammer.
That's the way to do it.
Go for it. Yay.
Okay. And roll for attack.
17.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I have my shield back. Yep. Okay, so now I'm just using the Warhammer one-handed, and it is 1d8. Ooh. 9 damage.
Nice.
that'll do it. How do you want to do this?
Just
Use
like the one
hammer.
just like the one downstairs, just right across the beak, and his beak goes
All right.
flying.
Beak goes flying. He falls to the ground, dead. All
Yay.
right, folks.
Good work, squad team.
Dead. I love these little markers I can give these tokens. They're great.
Yeah.
Super helpful. All right, guys. So we've ended our attack.
Right
Yay.
then. I'd
Right.
like to just squat right down after witnessing everything that just happened around me and just kind of search this guy.
You don't want to take another shit?
Not right
Oh.
now. I haven't eaten in a while.
Okay, you search him. Roll a d10.
6.
Okay, so you find 10 silver pieces. And then you're going to also find a knife. And then you also find a what looks like a portrait. It was hand sketched. It was looks like him with his wife and a little Eric Cochran.
The
Mhm.
bird.
A little egg.
Is it just an egg?
It's
Oh,
like
look
a
at the
2-year-old
egg.
Eric Cochran. So basically,
I-
it was a family
I'm-
picture that you found.
Can I take the
Shit.
picture out and then pocket the amulet?
It wasn't an amulet. It was folded up.
What
was
is it?
folded up.
What is it? Oh, it was just
Yeah.
a picture?
It wasn't a picture. It was hand drawn,
Okay.
but it was of him, his wife, and their child.
It was hand drawn
Take
like
a
a-
glance at it.
by baby hands or something.
I pocket the coins and I just kind of...
Somebody drew the picture.
Carla-
Oh, okay.
Carla's asking how adorable is
Oh,
the
how
picture.
adorable is the picture!
Yeah.
It's very adorable. It's
Yeah.
Is it like
shit.
one that you put on the
On the
It's
fridge?
like one you would frame, but it was of sentimental
Oh.
value to this Eric Cochran.
Yeah.
I
Parents
crumple
die all
it
the
up.
time.
I crumple it up and throw it in the river.
Okay. If we all are done with making the noise, you can follow me. I know the city. Or you can, go
I
your
guess we
separate
should give that a
ways if you'd
try.
like.
We're going to a bar. I almost forgot.
I never said anything about a bar,
Oh, I thought I asked you if we were going to a bar.
and I never responded. But let's go
I
to the bar.
What?
Yes.
Wait.
So what do you guys? So you guys are gonna move through this area then?
I guess
We
we're
need
gonna
a
follow.
place- A place to plan our next move.
DM, I am
We need food.
going toward the bar, whichever way that
Right. So
direction
that's gonna
is.
be south, Josh.
And
And you're gonna
need
go
food.
over this bridge to
Yum.
get there. Okay. So you
Okay.
guys move this way, all the way down.
Someone want to check the Aarakocra here?
Do it.
Yeah, I'll check the other
Okay,
one.
roll a d10.
Okay, I guess I'll check them real quick.
4.
Okay. 4.
Wait.
I will say you get 10 copper pieces, and then a knife.
This broke thing really isn't doing it for me.
I also rolled a 4.
He already took everything.
You want to split this copper with me?
Wait, which one did he take from?
The one at the
This-
southern end of the bridge.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
All right, so you guys continue on,
We continue on.
and then you're going to enter into a new area.
Oh shit.
Told you I came prepared for tonight's session.
Woo!
So you enter in. Josh, you recognize that the right here is the tavern.
Is the tavern?
It's more of a house tavern. It's basically somebody you know from who knew your father very well.
Okay.
Somebody's basement.
Someone's.
Those
Yeah.
are the best kinds of taverns.
So
Yeah.
I will, with as little noise as possible, make my way to the entrance of that tavern.
Okay.
Where are you going?
All right, so you guys are making the way to the tavern. Before
Wait,
you,
I want to stop him.
Are you
I
moving
want to
that
stop
far, Josh?
him. Can I stop him and say
is
where is
that,
he going? Because if he just breaks
So
off.
while you're moving, and you are moving stealthily, roll a d20 for me.
Am I adding anything?
Stealth.
I rolled. Hold on. I need to. With my armor, I have disadvantage. Oh, 2 11s. So, 14 total.
So move yourself to the bottom of the house, right here, the bottom corner.
All right.
Not here.
There.
This one.
I can't see your clicks.
Right here. Okay. 5 feet up to the right. Down.
Oh,
Yep, right there.
Okay.
As you move there, oh, that's because I'm on the GM layer. That's why. You see an Eric Cochran at the bottom of the road, but his back is to you.
I signal Locks to come closer with me.
Our amphibian
And-
assassin.
We will attack again at the same
Okay.
time.
Have you both with advantage?
Woo! 26.
21.
They both hit. Roll for damage.
Pew pew.
Woo!
11 damage plus
I have 10 damage.
6 poison.
10 damage. Okay. So that'll do it. So both arrows go right into the back, knocking him over. He falls to the ground.
Okay. I am going to then get closer to the Aarakocra, still in stealth.
Okay.
Loot him real quick and then drag him to the river.
Mhm.
Okay. And what is roll a d10? Sorry.
A 2.
Okay. You get 5 copper pieces, and that's all.
Okay. And then now I'm gonna also drag him to the
Okay.
river. The river's still in this section, right? Shoot, is it?
It's right there, right in front
Oh yeah, it's right in front of us. Yeah, I'm gonna push him over the side.
Locks, are you moving
into
all the way
river.
over there?
Not on purpose.
Okay. Where are you? You guys are moving your pieces. Right now, Carly, you're on top of a house, so.
I'm right next
Yeah.
to
That's
Lucky
that is a roof that you're on top of, Carla. Or Danon. Danon's on a roof.
The
So-
roof.
Okay.
The roof.
This is all.
And
Somebody
Okay.
move me.
The roof is on.
so learning
fire.
from the previous drop of the enemy into the river, I'm going to lower him down slowly.
Slide him in.
So
Slide
when
him
you
in.
do that, he slides in and disappears.
Lovely. And then I go to the door and I knock gently.
Okay. While you're knocking gently, you hear another sound coming from the west.
West sound.
Mhm.
I hear it. Where
You
so
hear it,
did
and so does Cal right now, because where Cal is.
Cal, you just popped out of nowhere, right?
I didn't pop out of nowhere. I was coming around the building.
All right. Do you hear that? I'm
Yeah.
whispering. Do you hear
I
that?
don't know what it is, but yes.
Something's coming from the west.
I just nod. I peek around the building, I
Okay.
suppose.
Do you have dark vision? Okay, so you see
Yes.
another Eric Cochran kind of walking towards you guys, but he doesn't see you yet.
I turn and I sit and I say, another one.
All right.
Should we get our
Are you
bows?
talking normal? Or you're whispering.
I'm whispering.
He can't whisper in that accent.
I really can't. It makes it really hard. Hey.
Hey,
There's
hey,
another
hey,
one.
you.
Beautiful.
Yep. So I like circle around as well, just to kind of get into an angle. But do I see him because I'm human?
You do not, but you're kind of going off what he's telling you. It is a full moon, so you see what you think might be an outline of him. So you have an idea. So if you were to attack, I would say with
So
disadvantage.
I can. Okay. All right. Lux, I need you here too.
Okay.
Enemy to the west.
You have dark vision, right?
Yeah, Lux, do you have dark vision?
No.
So same deal. It would be disadvantage. So I will have Lux roll with disadvantage. I will have Cal roll normal, and then I will have Storm. I can't think of your character's name. Oh my god, Storm. Loki, but Loki. Storm. Ocean Reaper.
Ocean Reaper.
Loki Ocean Reaper. Roll with disadvantage as well.
All right.
I got a 19 total.
Okay, that'll hit.
I have
That'll
15
hit. That's with disadvantage.
with
Okay,
disadvantage.
Lux.
12.
12 does not hit. So Loki and Cal hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, damage time.
9 damage.
Okay, and then
Also 9.
nice.
Heck yeah.
So same thing. Both the arrows pierce, knocking him right on his back, dead.
Sweet. High five.
Now, what would you like to do?
Should we go into this
I would
bar?
like to move
Yeah,
closer to them.
I would like to rest.
Cal, why don't you move that body into the river?
Yeah.
And I continue to knock on the door.
Cal, do you
gently.
check the body or just move it in the river?
I'm going to check it as well, yeah. And then start dragging him towards the river. What do I
roll a
find? 9.
Okay. So you find 5 gold pieces,
Ooh, a
and
reach.
then you're going to find a dagger with a red jewel at the end of it.
Ooh.
And then you have his body at the edge of the river. What would you like to do?
I'm going to haul his feet over the side and then also attempt to just kind of let him slide down.
All right. And roll for strength.
Yeah. Uh-oh. 6.
Okay, as you do that, he plumps in and he slips out of your hands and he falls right into the river, making a giant splash.
To the bar!
All right, do you barge
does
in, or are
anyone-
you gonna knock again?
Well, did I hear? Like, so I've
You
knocked
quietly,
twice.
though.
So I knock a little bit louder, and I check the knob to make sure see if it's locked.
It
or
is not locked.
I will enter
All
stealthily.
right, you guys are going to enter the bar. How cool is this?
Ooh.
So you guys
Damn.
enter the bar.
Ooh.
Such a whittle bar.
It is. I told you it's more of a house bar. You guys enter the bar, and what you see is basically you see a barmaid running up. There is one dwarf in the bar that she's kind of running over and giving him beer. And then you see in the right corner a familiar face.
I go to him. How familiar is this person?
He knew you as a child, but he was
Okay.
very close.
Does he
was
recognize-
close with your father, but you know of him because you kind of grew up in this bar a little bit.
Does he give me a look of recognition?
So he
when I walk
is
in?
looking down at some cups right now that he's washing.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the bar and I'm just gonna knock a couple times.
It's kind of a
The bar.
house bar, so it's kind of like there's just some kegs in the corner. There's no real bar.
Well, it's like a table, and is he in front of a
Yeah,
table?
he's in the corner,
Yeah?
kind of washing in a sink right now.
So I'm just thinking, like, if I go to this point right here, basically sitting bar
Yeah, it's
almost,
kinda.
it looks like, knock on the table and just go
It's a poor man's bar.
and just.
He looks over at you, and he like kind of looks at you, and he goes, "What you having?"
What do I know his name?
Yes,
What's his name?
Derek.
Derek. Derek, it's good to see you.
He looks back.
What are you
back.
doing?
You
What are you still
you
doing
look
here,
familiar. Who are you?
Derek? It's me. I'm Ocean Reaper's son.
He drops everything. I haven't seen your father in. Well, I haven't seen you since you were a little boy, and I haven't seen your father in 5 years. 5, 6. I mean, it's been forever. Where have you been?
Well, I've been nearly around this entire island, but my father unfortunately would not be able to say the same.
I thought you fell in the massacre.
I was fortunate, if you can say that. But I'm very curious what you're still doing here.
Well, I'm lucky enough that they let me keep my residence. I roll for perception, Josh.
Natural 20.
You notice
Yay!
on the walls the inscriptions of Semet. So there is some like over the bar. There's like a painting of the symbol. Okay, of Semet, and
Is that an anus?
no, it's a star essentially. It looks like that. Between you and Barney taking shits and talking about assholes.
But I'm just gonna assume it's an anus because Semet is, a piece of shit.
Semet.
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 Cement.
Semet.
So you notice that, and then he kind of looks at you as like, well, I had to do what I had to do to survive. Things haven't been easy, but life goes on.
I noticeably look at the poster or like whatever the imagery of Semet is, and I take my dagger out and put it on the table with my hand still on it, and I just ask, where do your allegiances still lie?
He kind of looks down. I don't want to see any more bloodshed, nor do I want to see any of my blood, my people's blood spilled. Like I said, I had to do what I had to do to survive, but doesn't mean I'm living.
Well, I don't know what you've had to do, but we need your help now.
I'm surprised you made it this far, past curfew. The streets would be streaming with with their kind?
Not so much over in this area. Not anymore.
Listen, I'll house you till the morning, but you gotta leave first daybreak.
Thank you for that.
Now, what can I get you for a drink? And your friends?
Strong.
I think we can all use a bite to eat as well. I take whatever is in the only copper that I had acquired.
Oh yeah, 15
And
copper.
I put it on the table as well. And I sheath my dagger.
Keep your copper. No need for it. Your father was a good man. I owe him many debts. He did many things for me. And your brother.
Then you don't mind if I call in those debts?
No need. I'm not going to, you're safe here. Don't worry. Get some rest. Have some drinks. They're on the house. Mary. And then she comes over.
We would like your private room, please. I don't need any... Well, let's just say if any air cockroach show up, you will not be safe.
Don't worry. They're not... I doubt at this hour they'll come. They haven't been here in quite some time. But Mary, can you serve my friends here? And then you see this barmaid. She comes up. What you be drinking?
Do you have a whiskey?
Yeah, we do have whiskey. But would you like which type? Do you like the kind that burns or the smooth kind?
Maybe mix them both together. I've had a tough night.
Not a problem. Are you hungry?
Yes, please. Food for all of us. My 4 companions here as well.
All we'd be having would be taters and corned beef. Is that okay?
You're squalid.
Perfect.
Nice, Barney.
Taters and corned beef should be
taters and
nice.
corned beef.
Lux, what is it that... Do you eat taters and corned beef?
You assume too much, Lucky Lane. But I will take about a pot, about 2 feet tall, full of water, put it in front of me, and that's all I need.
So, do
like
you
a
want
plant.
water and ale or just water?
Oh, just a
Okay.
water.
It sounds like we need a barrel. So if you have any empty kegs,
Alright, I'll grab
if
some water.
we can fill that with some river
some
water,
whiskey,
maybe.
some water. What for the fair lady?
Water.
Okay. No
Please.
food?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Taters and okay. And
All of the above.
all right. And for the scrawny one,
I'm gonna check the windows and doors. Just kind of look around.
so there
Make
is
sure.
a window here,
Things good to go.
and then there's a window here. You don't see anybody coming out. There's a fireplace right here. And there's another room that you can enter in. You do see some stairs that go down. You see some stairs that go up.
I'm gonna turn to them and say, "Thank you for your hospitality."
No worries. I'll go grab the food. Kitchen's in the cellar, and then I'll be back. And she goes down the stairs.
Okay.
You see, there is a dwarf sitting at the bar or at a table drinking by himself.
We'll go to the other table that's separate
So
from
this
the
one over
door.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
So does the group want to go sit down there?
Haha, I'm already there.
Yes, and before we get served or anything, I will turn around and ask, Josh,
Loki.
Loki. Um, are you sure we can trust them?
I'm honestly not sure. But at the moment,
I'm
this
so
may be our best
hungry.
shot.
Like, I'm really, really hungry, and I will eat it
I
because
don't.
I'm hungry.
I'm not sure if you'll enjoy the corned beef. Do you know what corned beef is?
Food.
It is food, but it is also it's a meat. Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Just wasn't sure. You being Fey and all. I could tell what you are. I know what you are. Nothing to worry about.
Was it the ears?
How do you
No.
know?
I have a sense of these sort of things.
It was the ears.
You have your stew, and he like.
It's,
Can you keep a secret? I think that's why they captured me.
that does make sense. I'm gonna look over at the bartender too, just real quick, just to see if there's any like change in his demeanor. Just to make sure that he's still on the, you know.
So he's still on the straight and narrow. He's just washing dishes. He actually is gonna walk over. You're safe here. And then he
Just walks
hold on.
over,
I'm looking-
says,
I'm
"You're
looking-
safe here,"
I'm
and
looking-
then, all right,
No, no,
see you
no.
later.
That is
I
very.
didn't
I'm not
that's
drinking this
finish.
water.
I didn't finish. He looks at the dwarf who's sitting at the table, and he goes, "Strongheart, I'm gonna lock up. When you need to leave, just let me know and I'll unlock the door. I want to make sure our friends are safe." And he kind of looks over. "All right, but can I have another?" "Well, when Mary," and then the bartender, when Mary comes back, Strongheart, we'll get you another drink. You've had 10 already. Why don't you just hang out for a minute? Don't tell me what to do."
I'm getting tired.
Not you. He's talking to the dwarf Strongheart, the other dwarf. So
That should be an
it's an
That is an
moment,
ah.
but it's that he's talking to this dwarf. But yeah, don't worry. When Mary comes back, she'll get you a drink. You've had 10 already. Just chill for a little bit. All right. Well, don't tell me how much I can and cannot drink. And then he kind of like puts his head on the table, and he's just kind of laying there. "I hope you guys all have a safe night," he says to you. "Mary will take care of you. I'm going to go up to my quarters. You can have the rooms, the 2 rooms to the left. I'll be in the room to the right. I will expect you out by daybreak." And then he walks up the stairs.
Thank you, Derek.
I guess we exhausted his dialogue.
No.
He's spent.
Don't worry, Barney. I prepared a lot for this. His dialogue is not exhausted.
Oh no, I was making
I'm joking.
pun.
I'm joking. Completely joking. Completely joking.
Yes. All right.
I'm totally down to have a conversation with this other Strongheart
Go
in the
for it.
morning. In the
Mary,
morning.
Mary comes
In the
back. She brings all your guys' food, and she serves you.
I could use some bread.
And I think this will be a good place to end the session for the first session of our campaign. And I think we'll pick this up next week, Wednesday.
Yay!
Plot
Perfect.
twist.
Hopefully it's 7:30 next week. This time.
We are going to do our
Wednesday.
best for our man who lives in Florida right now to try to get on earlier for sure. There's a lot of moving parts, as you can see. It's been, but no, I think we will definitely be able to get on. Hopefully by 6:30, 7:30, in that range.
Pacific time. Yeah.
Pacific.
So a few of us, actually 5 out of the 6 people here are all from San Diego. So, just
Technically, I'm also from San Diego.
yeah.
Just not in
Rick
San
Tastic
Diego.
is in
I'm
Florida.
actually not from San Diego.
Well, I'm not from San Diego either. Just
Well,
live here.
No. Okay, so let me rephrase. None
No.
of us are from
No,
San
Terry's from
Diego.
San Diego.
I'm from
No,
Texas.
Oh
He's from
yeah,
Texas.
that's
No,
right,
he's from Texas.
Yeah.
So no one is from San Diego, actually.
None of us are from San Diego.
No one else. No.
We're all transplants to San Diego because it's beautiful, even when we're indoors and can't go outside.
Well, I hope everybody had a good a good time tonight. I promise
Yeah.
you, as we move on, this is going to get more and more in depth into character, into plot. It's going to be very story driven. Our players came to roleplay. I think they're doing a great job. I want to thank you all for being a part of this. I'm looking forward to our next session, and I'm very much looking forward to where we go with this story and where you guys take us. So it was fun, and I got a million things going on in my head right now where I'm like, I can't wait to write some more stuff.
First thing that's going on in your head is probably, is my audio muted?
Oh my god!
No.
Yeah, that'll.
We were all muted.
So for those of you just tuning in, we actually had a session 0, and I had my audio muted. Otherwise, y'all would have been able to watch that as well. But this was a great start to this campaign. I'm very much looking forward to you guys getting to know each other's characters better. And thank you. Anything anybody wants to say?
No, I'm looking forward to Wednesday.
All right. Is it
Yes.
Wednesday yet?
This was
Sleep
an
well.
Don't say it.
Excellent start.
Don't say it, Fred.
Don't say it. No.
Is it Wednesday yet?
No.
All right, take it easy.